Welcome back, everybody, to the D&D campaign focused around slaying demons. I'm your host, Zero, and with us, we have my good friend Gray, or Shiro, another good friend, Fenrir,
Yo.
another one of my just friends, Junction,
Well, that's a little offensive, but we're happy to have you guys back.
and my mortal enemy voice, Nerd.
You were the chosen one.
Yeah, okay, calm down, Anakin, calm down.
Obi-Wan, oh my god, get your references right.
There's a whole process there. This is there's a whole thing there, but with this, I think we're just gonna go ahead and get started. If you are catching us in this episode, we have a prior episode for episode 1 of the Demon Slayer campaign, where we're mixing both fantasy elements with the actual Demon Slayer anime, combining both of them. With that, though, we're going to go ahead and get started. Where we last left off, we had started the Demon Slayer's final selection exam, in which all 4 of our characters had bumped into each other the first night. The rules for the tournament are you must spend 3 nights in the valley with wisteria trees all around it to make sure demons do not escape, similar to the final selection exam in the Demon Slayer anime. Now, if you had wanted to escape, you can either move past the wisteria trees or run to the center of the valley, where there is a temple there with a practitioner demon slayer there that will defend you until morning. But if you go there, it is basically you are forfeiting your right to become a demon slayer. With the first night gone here, our 4 have vanquished what looked to be 2 larger demons and a pack of demons all together, forming something of a party for better survival chances, as they had set up camp and have drifted off to sleep, not inquiring or running into any more demons that night, as we are cutting to the very morning of, I guess, day 2 of the final selection exam.
I guess as morning kind of breaks and most of the rest of you start waking up, Cassius has already been up for hours at this point. And it kind of anticipating when you guys would all rise, you will wake to a wonderful smell of quiche made with his own personal collection of eggs and using the given rations, jerky, some garlic, and some onions. And it all gives off, and some spinach as well, don't forget that. And it gives off like a really wonderful aroma. And so as you guys kind of rise to smelling that finished product, it's a pleasant reminder of how safe you can be, even amidst a demon threat, and it's comforting feeling.
Yeah, I'd probably be the first one to get up. And as I get up, you notice I'm still wearing the mask I was wearing last night, never came off. But my armor is off, and you see that I'm wearing a very tight undershirt that shows off muscles. Occasional, you can tell that there's scarring underneath the muscle shirt where some of it is. And he just says, "Draconis, go get us a plate." In the green and bronzish, not green and copperish, sorry. Drake, lion Drake kind of walks over to where you are, Cassius, and just looks over, waiting for you to present the plate.
I will. So I've made a dozen of these, expecting 3 to go to each. I'm just gonna kind of look, forgetting that Draconis may have wanted some. I'll still load up 3 onto the plate, figuring you can divvy that out as you please. And as I guess Draconis now trots back over with your food, say, I only made a dozen of these, so if Draconis wanted to have one, it would probably need to come from your own stash.
That's fine. Me and Draconis always shares our food.
Here's a question here. because it is a little bit hard to hold the plate in the mouth, can you roll? I want to do like some sort of roll for the animal bringing the food over. Do you have like
Roll
a
for
character
no
sheet for? Yeah.
You want me to roll a dexterity saving throw?
You know what? Let's roll like dexterity, yeah, for Draconis here.
It's
right,
a
hold on.
+3.
Can I potentially, in positioning it well in his mouth, give him advantage on this roll?
You know, it'll set the DC lower.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Doing a saving throw. That's gonna be 16.
It wasn't a saving throw; it was just a dex check. You know.
So okay, give me 1 sec. I'll
the same
redo
way.
it.
Also, I just see soft first form, not a dex.
Yeah,
save.
I'm just gonna have to roll. It's a +1 on his dex, so. Yeah, 13 plus 1.
Oh,
Yeah, 14.
okay, gotcha. There you go. So yeah, you see the lion Drake there kind of like stumble before he catches himself, and he's able to successfully give you the plate of food.
Yeah. And as he does come over, you watch as he's like turned his back towards you guys and sitting in front of me, covering my rest of my body as I pull the mask down, and you hear me eating. And I eat like one of those, and I give the rest to Draconis.
So we can't see your face because Draconis is in the way unless we take like 3 steps to the left.
Yeah. pretty much. But
I
also
take 3 steps to the left.
Yeah.
I'm
but
just
also
kidding,
my
I'm just
hair. Yeah, but also my hair is kind of in my face because I'm like keeping it down.
He's literally like Kakashi. You're never gonna see that man's face. Like
Unless I want you to.
Like you step over to the right, and there's like a branch that's blocking it perfectly. You go over to the left, and it just like as you do, the sun's in your eyes. You can't see it. Like just yeah. But for Shiro and Yenilith, what are you guys doing?
I think everyone forgets Shiro's an elf and doesn't need to sleep. But we'll say, so you could still prepare your nice breakfast surprise. I would have stayed awake for the first half of the night and tranced the last half. So I'll finish trancing about when everyone else wakes up and come on out to a surprise of a delicious breakfast.
I'll just kind of wake up with a very loud yawn, just kind of stretching my arms out, just feeling the tightness of my muscles, just relaxing. What's all this? Is this food?
Yes, it's called a quiche.
But where's the meat?
I took the liberty of going into all of your packs and taking out a little bit of jerky, and that is
Stole
inside
from
of the-
my sack.
well. It's all going back to you. I'm sorry. I thought
You-
that you would be okay.
You took from my sack without asking, just so that you could make some breakfast.
He asked me, but I was
I did.
half awake.
You take initiative. I like that. Good job. All right. So let's try this out. I could use a little bit of venison, but whatever. All right. Just go ahead and start digging in.
These
There's
are
probably
protein
no
enough.
deer around here, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, and why's that?
I didn't see any tracks. There were no signs of them. Mostly demons.
What demons would probably taste like?
I don't
I
know.
would've
Ash,
Maybe
mostly.
gamey.
Does that even go equate into cannibalism, or is that sort of like, are we sort of crossing a line and having that discussion?
Mm-hmm. I'll start getting my armor back on after I eat. Just the leathers and all, and you see the fur cloak that I have like wrapped around my waist with the three what you can tell are lion teeth. Just holding it up.
I will also point out for everybody, including everything, even the people watching, I decided to check out one of my players' character sheet, and you can imagine my surprise when I see a 13 armor class on Mr. Griff.
Yeah. I don't have good armor. It's only leather.
What class are you again?
I'm a ranger.
Oh my gosh, dude.
He's a ranger, he just has no dex.
Yeah.
I have a +2 to Dex. That's it, man.
Very
Yeah, I mean,
counterintuitive.
if he survives until he gets medium armor, he'll be okay. But just the question is, will he make it? And kind of to that end, Cassius kind of takes a look into a little mason jar that's got kind of like a sitting bit of juice in it, and then kind of fishes out some small little orbs, and then kind of presents them over to Shiro and to Griff, and says, "I've prepared a little bit of a medicine or a vitamin. It will help and strengthen bones and muscle and just general use. For well, it only lasts a day. There's no stacking effects that happen if you take this consistently. But I think both of you got beaten up quite a bit yesterday, so I thought maybe this would be helpful."
Yeah, careful. You're
Interesting.
roboting just a little bit.
What's this called? Sure, we'll take it and examine it, and I'd like to make a history or arcana check or something and see if I have ever, or maybe a nature check, see if I know what this is.
I'll let you do nature check. Maybe.
Nature, okay.
I just immediately drink it. Like you watch as like I turn away to pull down the mask to drink it.
19.
Right.
Ooh, a 19.
Ooh.
Would he know what this is then? If with the 19 there, Junk?
I think not until he's had it, because the kind of the preparation is that for easier, like sometimes you may end up needing this. So I guess the effect of it is it grants you 2 temporary hit points for a total of 8 hours. This is a modification of the chef feat that I've taken to modify it into something that is acceptable of an origin feat. And so both of you are going to get 2 temporary hit points upon eating this. And if Shiro ended up eating this, I think you'd probably be able to tell some of the herbs and stuff that are in there. It's lemon flavored, but you may be able to pick out some of the herb tastes and smells. But this particular recipe is not well known, and to explain why, Cassius will say, "This is a recipe made by my master Charles, and I have just modified it to be a little bit easier to eat and carry during times of major stress."
I will ask you plainly, so I don't imagine you would lie. Is this poison?
No, this is not poison.
I'll also walk to
All right.
I'll like walk to each one of you, and I'm going to cast Goodberry. Using my spell slot to cast it. So
Yay! Casting spells, preparing spells as a ranger is cool.
Yeah. He's improving already, chat.
And this is all for all of us?
Yeah.
yeah, it produces I think 4 from the description if I remember
I
correctly.
think it's 10.
I'll
10. Okay, 10 berries. So
Okay.
I'm going to produce 10 of them. There's 4 of us, so
Okay.
I'll divvy that up between all of us,
All right.
and I'll and just say if one of us goes down, just pop it in our mouth. It should bring us back up.
Interesting.
Is this a little bean?
It's a berry.
A berry? This
Don't
little thing
eat
is
it.
supposed to help us. I ain't gonna eat this. I've been having enough little bits of salads and bobs.
Yeah, it's just a berry that can fill you up if you eat it, but if you go down, it can help you get back up. It will invigorate you a little bit.
Fruit and salads is gonna kill me faster than the demons are.
I will say though, for Shiro, can you make me a history check?
Oh, gladly. For mechanical reasons, does this happen to have to do with demons or other like blood hunters specific?
It has to
enemy
do with
types?
the Demon
is it-
Slayer core.
Ooh, okay. I don't think that technically counts towards my advantage from my Hunter's Bane.
Mm-hmm.
I have advantage
Actually,
on
I am
intelligence
gonna
checks to
give you,
recall
like-
information about.
I will say I'll give you advantage because of just
Okay.
the certain things in your backstory.
All right. 24.
Ooh, man,
Nice.
this man just rolls great.
Having a high intelligence is awesome.
Yeah, it's never heard of in D&D, unless you're playing wizard.
Like my last character was so dumb.
Yeah. So because of your one relative, you will know that when our friend Cassius mentions Charles, that name sounds familiar to you. With the 24 beating the higher DC side, you know that Charles is one of the names of a Hashira, in fact.
If it's Charles' recipe, I'll trust it. I'll go ahead and eat that snack, that vitamin. It's prepared.
Do you know my master Charles?
Not personally, but I know of him.
Oh, so you have relation to the Demon Slayer Corps then? They know more than everyone else here, I guess.
Yes, my Demon Slayer have been my family have been Demon Slayers for a generation or two. And for elves, that's a long time.
Would I be hearing this conversation as well, or would I?
You guys are all kind of like stewing around the camp.
No efforts being made to hide this on my part.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I would just say, like Griff would just say, like, I barely know anything about this. I was recently indoctrinated into this. So
Make it sound like a cult.
you're an organization. Most organizations sometimes derive from cults, and others don't. So-
Fair enough.
And I was told about these things when one of them attacked me. Barely survived if it wasn't for Draconis and the Demon Slayer who saved me. And that was when I was 18, I believe.
Well, everyone who comes here comes to it their own way. Most, unfortunately, are introduced to it through loss. It's not uncommon.
I didn't lose anyone. I just watched it kill a family that I couldn't save. That's all.
Yes,
You
well,
tried to kill
all
me?
of us have a reason for it.
But we should keep moving and survive, I guess. This seems like a good spot, but then again, these things have heightened senses and can smell us.
Right.
So moving is our best option.
Yeah, I have left my own food for last. A good chef never has his food before his guests do. So I turn around from everyone else and take 5 seconds to shovel all 3 quiches into my mouth, and then they're gone. And then the mask goes back down on the face, and then I turn back around. Is there any direction for where you think we should go, or are we just wandering aimlessly, trying to find a demon or people to help?
I think a bit of both. Find a
say-
direction.
I will say, like, as far as the valley goes, there are really no other people other than like demon slayers that would be here taking the test along with you. As far and you could probably seeing as how the sunlight actively kills demons, you're probably not going to meet much resistance at all during the day.
Actually, yeah, that was going to be my next question. Is like about how much of this this valley would be considered like dangerous territory with dense vegetation and such
There's
during the
definitely-
daytime.
Definitely from like the picture I showed of like the art and stuff like that, there are patches of like fog, and there are definitely like some parts where there is a canopy to some of this forest, but there's definitely it's not enough of a canopy to give demons full darkness. If anything, they would probably be they'd have spots that are well hidden well protected, or even digging underground before they come out at night.
Okay. Well, yeah, we have basically.
Specifically, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we have basically full reign of this place until nightfall is when we basically have to be on high alert.
Yeah, and I think specifically after last session, I said that I wanted to try and head towards like a higher vantage point area, specifically as the sun was coming up, and with height means less trees means demons die a lot faster in the sun. So with that vantage point, can I have a look out and just try to see for signs of life, anything different or unnatural in the valley?
Yeah. Looking out at the valley, actually make me a perception check. Just see if you.
Of course.
The
First natural one incoming? Oh, no. Okay, not much better. It's a 2.
It's a 2. Yeah. It's a 2 twice.
My God!
Yeah, it's a 2. Man, this man is gonna. It's gonna be a rough campaign, I can tell you right now.
You're gonna live. You got it.
He's gonna be the center of all the comedy. But as you kind of like look out, you get a basic understanding. So it looks like, as far as this valley goes, it's almost bowl-shaped, where you have mountains on all sides of it. As you know that this island is actually, while it does have a few trading ports, the biggest thing about this island is it contains one of the secret villages for the Demon Slayers. Obviously, some countries support the Demon Slayers, some countries do not. So for a lot of the time, and because Demon Slayers have remained hidden, they've set up secret locations around the world that can be shown on the map by pictures of wisteria trees. The wisteria trees indicate hidden. Now, they'll be maps specifically given to you guys, not to the general public. But those contain the secret Demon Slayer villages.
And those are specifically the pink trees, correct?
Yes, the wisteria trees is what they're referred to as in the anime. With that though, you're going to you can find other villages and see what's nearby and whatnot. This entire, it has the village on the outskirts outside of the valley, but hidden away from like the major ports of this island. Though with this all being like basically a giant bowl, you have wisteria trees that basically cover the rim, not letting any demons escape or like come in, for that matter, if they were to end up on this island. And you see in the very middle of the valley, there is what looks to be, it's like Aztec looking in design of a temple. But that is like the safe zone if people wanted to drop out of the exam, or they were looking, that's the place where you can like jump out.
Yeah, I guess with only a 10, is there any obvious activity like some recent smoke still heavy from campfires or anything like that?
Not that you can see, but I'll let other people make some perception checks here. Just see.
All right.
All right.
Shit, this is supposed to be my thing.
Roll better.
Hey.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I mean, we already talked about this. You
Roll
just send me your computer, and then maybe it'll happen.
Yeah. For the audience there, Mr. Griff rolled a nat 1 there.
Oh no.
And
I don't see anything.
Oh my god, that's rough.
Yeah.
I'm just like looking at Jaconis and being like, do you see anything? I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Just-
Both of them are like sitting in the opposite direction of where everybody else is looking.
He's looking inward towards the cave.
Yeah, he's like looking inwards and up towards the top instead of like out over the valley.
We talked about our builds before the campaign. I said, you know what? Got a ranger and a monk in here. I don't need to invest in perception. It's fine. We got that covered. And now look what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Thank God for
I mean,
Yanalith.
we did get a 20 from Yanalith. So.
We got.
I have a +2 in perception. I just rolled high.
Yep. Yeah. Gray, not much better. Shiro,
I
not much better.
I didn't invest.
Yeah, but Yanalith with the big layup there, coming in here, she notices that what looks to be on the opposite side of the valley. There's a break in the wisteria trees that she notices. But it can't really see much from this distance. But you will also notice that from this place, you can actually see what looks to be not a campsite that's not far off. Maybe about like an hour or two's travel. You could probably get to another campsite. As you still see the smoke a little.
Okay. I'll relay that information. Yeah,
So
I'm just kind of making sure I have also kind of a good bearing on, our surroundings, making sure that I'm not really hearing anything else kind of charging at us or sneaking us. But yeah, I'm just trying to be vigilant as well because we're doing a lot of talking at the moment.
You said there's a break in the wisteria trees that you point out, and the campsite you point out as well.
Yeah, I'll relay pretty much everything that he said.
Yeah, I look towards the other two. And was like,
Yeah, I give a slow turn of the head. I say, there is not supposed to be a break in the wisteria tree.
yeah, let's head over to that camp and then try and head over to those wisteria trees, see what's going on.
All right.
It's probably going to be something fucked up.
It's possible, but after all, we're all here to be demon slayers.
I suppose so.
All right.
Well,
how
the
long do
people
you think-
outside, not all of them are supposed to be demon slayers. We have no idea if they're going to reach civilians.
Right. How far is this break in the wisteria?
As far as the break in the wisteria, you can maybe reach that in about maybe 3 hours, just because of the geography of trying to get down into the valley, or you try to walk around. If you tried to like go around it on the slope, that's gonna be more like 4 hours. So it's faster to kind of dip down into the valley, shoot away from the temple, and then go up the other side. Of course, you can take something of a detour though, and maybe reach the other campfire too.
Yeah, I that's what I was saying. Like, I think we should reach that other campfire, and maybe basically do a message link and just say, "Hey, tell other demon slayers that you meet. There's a break in the wisteria trees. Be on alert." Because I think that's the best idea.
Yeah, I think letting any authority figure know is probably not a bad idea either.
Yeah.
But I know whoever's in the temple.
Is it
Probably gonna
Charles?
stay there.
Maybe.
Are they allowed to assist applicants that are trying to get to the temple, or they not interfere until they reach the temple doors?
They will not interfere until they reach the temple. So like once you're at like the foot of the temple, the guard will basically do its job to protect you as much as possible. But the moment he lifts his blade to protect you, you're automatically disqualified.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Does this guard? So then they wouldn't leave if they saw in the distance an applicant about to be killed. They would not leave the temple.
They would not. It's kind of one of those things where they have to be harsh and if a little bit cruel, because realistically, if this person tries to go out on missions, they might just reach the same fate. Or this is the job that they are signing up for. They need to be tough enough to handle it. And as cruel as it sounds, they also have to watch out for they have to protect themselves as much as they have to protect other people.
And depending on how many guards, if it's only one, they can't really leave, or they'd be endangering all the people that are left inside.
Yeah,
if anyone else is already forfeit.
And the test basically has it as just one person.
Okay. And I'd say the guard in the temple won't leave. He might be able to get a message out, but he won't leave the temple.
As long as he gets a message out, that is his his job is, from what you would you have revealed that information to us, or we would all know that information?
I'm not giving the full explanation. I'm just saying he wouldn't leave the temple.
But it's like, yeah, if he won't leave the temple, that's fine. If he gets out a message to other demon slayers to have them check it out or be on guard, at least it's better than nothing.
On that note, are there? I have seen the anime, so are there crows for active Demon Slayer members in this D&D universe of yours?
Yes, there are. The
Okay,
crows.
Then
The crows also.
then they would be
bring
the
you-
ones able to do that if we want to. The crows, effectively, for anyone that doesn't know, acts as messengers. The crows can talk and repeat messages. So if a demon slayer has their appointed crow go and deliver a message, they would be able to do so flawlessly.
Yes.
I'll
Okay,
explain
very
as
close.
much in character. Whatever demon slayer is stationed at the temple, they would have a crow that would be able to send a message.
Then again, let's go to the camp, inform those people, head towards the temple, then head towards those wisteria breaks.
And
Fair enough. About what time is it? Is it day or is it night again?
I think it's definitely daytime. I'd say as far as like you guys kind of got beat up, so you slept in a little bit. I'd say it's about like 9 o'clock right now.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. Wondering if we're kind of running this test nocturnal, so we're awake for when the threats are out, sleeping in the
Yeah.
day, or if it's kind of
Yeah, that is true. Do you guys wanted like, are you guys gonna sleep some more and stuff like that? And
I don't know. I think logically that's the way that you would do it if you wanted to stay alive, right? Because if demons are free roaming at night, then you don't want to be sleeping at night.
yeah,
That would be a
you guys
problem.
kind of got lucky the first night and stuff like that. But that's when the most people are alive during the
Yeah.
test.
Mhm.
Effectively.
I think you'd mentioned, I think, and I could have been remembering this wrong, but I think you mentioned that by the time we finished with the last fight, it was getting close to sunrise. I think
Yeah.
going to bed close to sunrise makes sense. So if that happens around like 5:30, then even sleeping in a little bit, we'd be waking up like early evening.
Yeah, actually, that's true because you need your full 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if let's say if it was 5, then
That's
your
1.
yeah, it's basically 1 o'clock.
Which gives us time. We're going to be awake during the night, which is what we're supposed to be doing. So it's like we need to get to that other camp fast. So let's start heading out. Like now, like say, Draconis, my pack, and like you see Draconis like walking over with the pack in his mouth,
Yeah.
kind of straps it to his back, and he's like, "All right, are we ready?"
Hmm.
Come on, what is it now?
Just wondering if you have any better armor.
I just kind of look down.
Oh, him.
I was like, "This is the only armor I got. I made it myself, technically."
Ooh, yikes!
I think-
I mean,
Yeah, Cassius looks down at his armor, which doesn't exist because I don't wear armor.
but yet has the
Oh.
highest AC
Yeah,
of the party.
I've-
Right.
Yeah, it yet never failed to get hit last session. I just want to point that out.
I like to just clarify.
once.
I think armor class means defense. It's just your innate level of defense rather than like the actual armor. You know what I mean? That's the way I always took it. Like how you defend yourself.
I saw Shiro, for context, was wearing like a kimono and had mage armor on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And he noticed he's noticed in the fight that you two did not wear any armor, but seemed confident anyway and were able to dodge blows.
I dodged literally nothing. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That's fair. But you were confident without armor at least. You seemed mostly used to it.
At least that's true. Yeah.
So I would say I don't know if it would fit you, but I carry armor. It's studded leather. maybe a little sturdier than what you have.
Mm,
Or alternatively, I can wear that. I know it'll fit me, and I can cast a spell to protect you so long as you don't wear armor, but it only lasts 8 hours.
I mean, I'm fine with whatever. I'll take the studded. I just kind of see Griff kind of like head tilt. He's like, don't need to get called out like that, man. Damn.
I don't mean to be rude. I'm being practical.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'll take the studded. Just give me a moment to get it on. And like he watches, like he takes the main piece of the armor that he has off, and like kind of throws it like in his bag. And it's like holds his hand out towards you.
Okay. I know we have fairly different builds. But your strength is pretty dang high, right? Are you,
My
like-
strength. I'm 18 strength.
Yeah. Are you fairly like big and muscular? Are you pretty built? Are you more lean?
He is very like he's muscular. Like he's kind of muscular, but you can tell with his short stature, he's more leaning towards the muscular lean side than that.
Yeah,
Sure.
actually, I think we mostly skipped over character descriptions in the first episode. In the new sunlight that we're now seeing each other in for the first time, can we get a little bit more of a description for everyone?
Oh yeah.
I guess we can
Want
start
to
with
keep going?
yeah, we can start
Or
with Griff
Fenrir?
finishing that up.
Yeah, Griff looks very like muscular, athletic. His his arms are like what you notice the most is like he always keeps them uncovered, and they are like ripped to all hell. Like he's been working out, and the way he moves, his posture, and the way he stands, he has on his feet what you notice as well, look kind of like his weapons. His tiger claws that he has, his Nichiren tiger claws kind of look similar. And he's kind of got like on the on the gauntlets themselves, kind of like have spikes, but they're not like the Nichiren. Very neutral colors, except for the mask being a mix of the half mask that he's wearing, a mix of blue and blacks. His hair is like a bluish black coloration. His eyes are what stand out the most, because they are whitish blue.
So kind of like the color of Shiro's skin on his profile.
Oh, we lost Shiro.
Prey.
We lost Shiro. Oh no.
Yeah, I speak of him and he disappears.
Yeah.
I have spoken a curse into existence.
And yeah,
Oh no, it's my
Japan.
moving guy. My moving guy appeared and he stole his PC.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Nice. But also like Draconis is this kind of copper bronzish green coloration with a lion-like body, 4 horns, draconic ears, more than lion ears, and a very prominent draconic scale tail. That's kind of thinned out. With kind of like almost tiger-like marks on his body as well.
And then I guess we were comparing the two. What do we see of Shiro?
Shiro is how tall was Griff? Yeah.
Griff is 5'2", by the way.
Okay. Shiro's
He
a decent
he's
bit
short.
taller. He's 5'11". He's only about 150, 160 pounds. Very like tall and lean. Not a lot of actual physical like strength behind him. He's very quick, and in terms of his physicality, it comes across more as agility than raw power. He's got sort of the classic elven, like just the lithe, beautiful kind of physicality to him, with sharp facial features and piercing blue eyes that are very, very blue, like a blue moon, more so than a pale blue like Griff's. And has long, stark white hair, and has some scars on his arms. You can kind of see as he moves with his flowing sleeves of his kimono. You can see onto his arms he has scars that are, his skin is very pale white, but the scars themselves are almost shimmering like silvery in color. Similar to the color of his blood when he bled on his swords last night. Where it's almost like a mercury, more so than a crimson.
What about Yanolith here?
Yanolith is probably the tallest of the group, standing at least 6 feet, 6'1". She has a slender frame. That doesn't mean that she's not the most imposing as far as her stature is. Like, she looks slender, but she is very tall, and just her appearance is just kind of very, just a little bit more imposing compared to the others. She has very stark white hair accommodated to her white eyes and very slim, trim brows. She's got just a whole decoration of like collars and necklaces, silver earrings and braids wrapped around her hair. Her aesthetic is very similar to like kind of like a tribal Viking outfit with like puffy fur sleeves, this sort of like this sort of skirt that has this sort of like tribal skirt that has like this fur just kind of truffled on the side. She's got like these gauntlets that are pretty much that go up just before her elbow, and then just a very long strap just to kind of like sheath her very large blade right behind her, which I'd probably say is probably just as big, if not slightly bigger than her.
All right.
Buster sword. Let's go.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm all for it. You know. With that though, I think you are probably all going to head out now. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
Did we get Arachnos?
There was a little bit of a description that I gave of Cassius on the last episode, but I think to add on to that, I'll reiterate some things and then give some new information. So yeah, he kind of splits the difference between Griff and Shiro in terms of height. So he's around like that 5'6", 5'7" mark, and definitely has some muscle to him. There's some thickness in the arms that you can't see because they're covered in wraps, relatively meticulously so. And despite all of the battle that you had last night, it is still clean this morning. All of the blood that had gotten onto it is now washed away. And I think last episode I had said that there was no sense of personality to what you could see of him, but that's not necessarily true. Despite the fact that you can't see any skin, there's nothing going through. You can still see some style that comes through in terms of the clothes that he chooses to wear. There's a color scheme of kind of a bright red and a tealish blue, and that comes through a lot in his robes. And similar to the person in your life that you know that got one tattoo or one piercing and then suddenly decided that they want like 80 more of them, he added one little piece of bangle or jewelry to his clothing and his accessory department and decided that he wanted as many as he could possibly have. They all work together relatively well, but upon very close inspection, you can also tell that regardless of where you move them to, none of them will ever touch each other, so they will never make noise, which is done very intentionally.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Sweet.
With the checking everybody out, you know, you look good. You look good. With that all done out of the way, we're gonna be setting out on. Yeah. Let's like yes, knew it. Best one out of the group.
Last thing, real quick. After getting the physical description out the way, we are quite different Is the armor kind of a versatile enough piece of equipment that Griff could wear it in place of me?
You know,
Could he wear my armor?
I think that he could. It was just a little bit of a tighter fit. Definitely, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, if you're a large, if you're like a medium, and then you give somebody who's like a large or an extra large, you give him your shirt. It's not that he can't wear it; it's just tight.
It's like the waist of the armor goes halfway down his leg, so it
Yeah,
makes it
yeah,
hard
yeah.
for him to move.
I wouldn't say it's gonna be like disimposing
Oh,
or
because
anything.
I'm taller.
But
Taller
like-
but
Yeah,
thinner.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah, but like it's not gonna necessarily be like it imposes disadvantage or anything, but it's not necessarily gonna be the most comfortable thing in the world.
It'll have to do for now.
It's just a little bit of a matter of comfort.
Yeah.
I can adjust it, maybe. I don't know how to do that, but I know how to. Like, I only use
The
scrap
straps have a
leather
little
for
bit of
my
wiggle room. I'll help you.
You see your con is kind of tilting his head, looking at Griff, who's like, kind of like arms kind of splayed out because he can't really like flex his arms down.
I mean,
I think
I mean,
with the leather armor, it would be like breastplate bracers kind of thing, and maybe something on the legs.
yeah,
So I feel like there's not a lot hindering your arms. It's more so just tight on your chest.
yeah. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like where you wear like a tight Under Armour shirt. That's more of it. You know what I mean?
It's probably
I-
tight
I
in your
know
chest, awkward when you're running.
It's
Yeah.
probably
I know
not
that.
even as tight as the super tight undershirt that he was wearing that shows his scars. Let's be real.
Yeah, let's be honest. Let's be honest here.
You
The
see
full
scars through his shirt? That's a tight shirt, man.
body- Yeah, like honestly, where's he
Either that
hiding
or
the
those
ba-
are some bright scars.
Yeah, just
Paint some purple.
yeah. Just put some baby powder. I'm sure you have that tight of a shirt on. You've got some on you. just like,
Or it could just
but-
be that his muscles are just that damn good.
Confirmed winner of the wet shirt contest, even though we have a female in the party.
No,
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. But with that though, you guys set out with that visual image. You guys start traveling around here. Maybe make me some nature checks, nature or survival. I'll leave it up to you.
All right.
I am best at survival. Can also my
Probably.
Drake aid me in that, giving me like advantage?
I'm
No
gonna say
bueno.
just strictly you.
Is it- okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, the
Um,
nat one with the monk. Can you guys read your scores
18.
out to the people? So we have an 18
Oh
11.
for
my
Griff.
god!
Oh my
I
god.
rolled
A
11.
natural one for a total of 5.
I got it. I
Um,
got an 18.
You said nature or survival. Is this more of a navigation thing or a about demons
Navigation.
thing?
Navigation.
Okay. I'll go with nature check.
And Yenilith, what did you get?
11.
Okay.
That's a 13 on the die for an 18.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So, counteracting some of the lower rolls here.
Okay.
But you guys managed to find yourself quite well. You do notice that, like, maybe Cassius is having, like, the Zorro effect, where he's just walking in the wrong direction, as, like, Shiro just kind of, like, no, this way. It's like,
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
we'll,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
call it a limp. I have a limp, and it's making me turn a little bit to the right.
You're just
It's
veering
my
slightly.
Yeah, and I'm not adjusting for that in my mind, and so I'm just turning a little bit to the right, just ever so slightly, and have to be
Yeah.
corrected every once in a while.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey, you're just getting the bad rolls away from the combat. That's it, man.
God, you know what? I hope so, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Shiro, he's moving the other direction again. Can I send Draconis?
Veering.
Stay on target.
Yeah, as you guys start to make your way towards the first camp, though, I'll have you guys roll a series of perception checks for me, if you would.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
let's see if I can roll more than a 2.
Okay.
Great.
13.
2 for a 4.
Ooh, 13.
10.
You guys are supposed to be good at this.
This is mythical. This is
Okay.
Cassius has expertise in this, I think.
I do indeed, and I've still rolled
a 2,
Well,
and then an 8,
yeah.
and a 10. So this man has rolled 2s and 1s.
What is
Yeah.
going on with your dice, dude?
Did he get did he
don't
catch
know.
the dice curse from
Hold on.
Will
I'm
Wheaton
gonna
dice
try
curse?
something.
did he catch that?
All right,
No, he's
I'm
been around
gonna
Will Wheaton lately.
change the dice that is that like actually rolls in D&D Beyond, and just see if that fixes something.
That's
yeah,
not how the
my
dice
dice-
curse works.
Yes, it does. Shut up.
So this works. This curse works, man. Yes, it does. Shut up.
Oh boy.
At this point, it's going to be a long campaign for him if it isn't.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've rolled 3 checks, and the number on the dice came out to a total of 5, which in and of itself would have been a very bad check to begin with. So I fixed my dice, hopefully, and now let's continue.
But as for like most of you, you guys really you guys see some like levels of like destruction here. It looks like a battle had been taking place, but unfortunately, with the average between all of these rolls, for all of you guys, you don't really get much beyond that. As you guys are now starting to approach the camp.
Okay.
As you arrive at camp, I'll have 2 of you. You guys get to choose. 2 of you make perception checks.
Hey, it can't be a 2 for a third time.
I have a +4, so I'll do one of them.
I gotta test the new dice and see if my
You know
fix
what?
actually
As
works.
the
Hear me out. Hear me out. I feel like we should give Cassius another chance, but also Yanolith has been rolling the best perception checks this entire session. So maybe let Yanolith roll.
See, hold on. I have 3
Yeah.
total sets of dice that I have on D&D Beyond. I've switched to one of them, and if this one doesn't work, I need to know now so I can switch it to the
All
next
right,
set before
so
combat.
if you want, we could do both. We need to balance things out a bit. So if it has to be the 2 of us, I am always a guaranteed success.
Yep.
It's just a fact. This
I'd
is not a
still-
brag. So we can at least
Just how it works.
We need to
So
give him a
me
chance to
and
keep
you
rolling
will-
out
will
some
run
good.
it.
Okay, all right. So perception. Oh no! It happened.
You should
Come on.
have
Yes, we broke the curse.
Yes. Okay. So that is a 7th for Yanolith and an 18
Yes.
for Cassius.
It's still below average, and I'm celebrating.
You got an 18. It's good.
But as you guys, I like the music change. This works really well. As you guys arrive at camp, you, Yenolith, you don't notice it. Cassius, you are the first to notice out of the party. As you guys you see like a blackish mound. The first part where you get to the camp, you find what looks to be a charred remains of another demon slayer.
I will.
Oh, the music's sting right there.
Yeah,
It worked
I
out really well.
noticing that, I'm just going to. I think typically because I'm just faster than everyone else, I'm gonna usually be in the front of the group. I'm gonna kind of hold up my hand and then with the other one motion over to what I see.
I'm just picturing Cassius just constantly speed walking just ahead of us.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
even
No.
burdened, I have a 20-foot movement speed. Eventually, I'm gonna be like literally running circles around you guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hilarious.
You arrive.
Yeah,
at
I'll
the-
stop as he raises his hand. And I think if we have a moment to take an action, if that's cool, DM, I'd like to prepare as I see signs of conflict
Yeah. Go
that have
ahead.
happened. I'd like to cast my mage armor now.
Mhm.
I've not had it up, so I'm going to cast it now. My 8-hour timer starts now, and
Alright.
I would like to also activate my Light of the Pale fire,
Okay. Gotcha.
and I'll draw my double-bladed like scimitar katana across my already scarred arm, getting an idea of where those scars came from. Most of them probably self-inflicted, just as a result of his fighting style.
Mhm.
I'll take a little necrotic damage to a light of silver flame on my blade.
I would like to look around and see if I can see any signs of movement, signs of life, whether it's somebody still alive in this carnage, or whether it's a demon still lurking in the tree line.
Yeah. As you guys kind of like look around for everybody here, because I imagine you are all on high alert. Cassius, you're the most looking out. You see what looks to be what probably had been a group of 5 demon slayers. 5 recruits here. You see the one body that had been charred. The next body you find, you see what looks to be halfway up a tree, missing a few limbs. The next one, you see what looks like somebody who had been clutching their neck, but it looks like, as far as anything else, it looks like they bled out. But as far as like their intestines, you look like something had been eating them. Clear signs of like a demon attack or like eating another person. With the 4th member here, you kind of find him. What looks like he was trying to get off of his armor. He had more of a heavy plate of armor on him, and as you like look and like peel off the armor, you see burn marks inside.
No, I want to know what that did.
Can I make some type of a check to try and identify what could have done this?
Yes. Yeah, make an investigation.
All right. Because I'm a pallid elf, I always have advantage on investigation.
What the heck? That's a thing.
So that's a racial trait I got. So that's a 19.
You look like there's no external damage to him. It looked, and from how the armor is and how it's warped, it's almost like the armor cooked him. As if the armor was like really hot and he was trying to strip it off. You notice that like as far as most of the burn marks, it's over his torso, like his head and like his legs, with like the and like while the back, like the back of the hands or the arms are not burnt, but his palms are, from where it looked like he was trying to take the armor off.
Okay. Can I make maybe an Arcana check to see if I can determine if this was maybe a spell versus like a demon blood art or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll Arcana.
All right.
Also,
I don't know if this would apply. My Hunter's Bane gives me advantage if I'm making an intelligence check to recall information about demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 18.
You get the faint thing of you don't sense any magic in the air, or like this had been like a spell of any kind. You get traces of maybe from like the blood on the ground being a different hue, that maybe there was a blood demon art at work. But you've really never heard of demons having a blood art that allowed them to manipulate heat. That's always been something that's always been kind of not common at all.
This
Can
doesn't feel like magic, but it seems like something heated his armor enough to kill him. He died trying to remove it. See from the burns on his hands.
would it have been an altercation with a different examinee?
Potentially, but I don't know how they could do something like that without magic. It's a possibility it was a demon blood art, but it's very rare they would have something that would manipulate heat.
also some of the bodies are eaten, so this looks like.
But speaking of
Some- But some are not, as I'll point to the armored one and also the one that had its throat slashed and bled out.
Maybe they didn't want those as food. The other ones were probably more tasty.
Yeah, you guys can make an investigation roll. I'll say for each one of you. So, like, there are 3 other bodies here. I'll let you guys choose. So Shiro's investigating this body. For the rest of you, I'll let you each choose a different body to investigate. So
I'm gonna
there's
do the
one-
one that's in the.
Yeah, there's one in the tree. There's the one that bled out, and then there's the one that's kind of like eaten.
I only have a +1 investigation, so I don't know if it's worth it.
I have a +0 investigation, but I'm still gonna
maybe,
do it.
Maybe it is worth it.
I'm
Come on,
still
guys.
I'm
Each of
gonna
you take one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the one in the tree and like look at him and like see what killed him. If like he was strung up here to just be like a meat hook, essentially.
Yep. What about you, Yenilith and Cassius? Which one are you guys taking?
Yeah, I'll take whatever's left.
Oh man. Okay, so the one in the tree, and then what was the other? Where were the other two located?
There's the one that's eaten, and then there's the one that's looks like he bled out as he was trying to like clutch his throat.
I'll take the one with the throat. So investigation.
Yep. For the audience, Griff rolled a 3 total.
I rolled a 9.
I'll go for the one that was eaten then.
I don't get any information.
Better.
Yep.
So much better. 13.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good. It's leveling out.
Yeah. So Griff, you kind of like just stay there on the ground. You don't even climb up into the tree. You just was like, "Yep, that guy's dead. He's definitely dead, 100%."
straightforward.
Like,
Straightforward.
He's like,
He's missing some body parts. That's probably what did it.
"Yep, that's it." just.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
By deduction, I think he may have bled out.
He did. With Yenilith there, you went for the one click. Which one was the one clutching the throat?
Clutching the hands,
yeah,
clutching the throat. Yeah, with
yeah.
their hands.
With you, you definitely see what nothing else comes up. The only thing that you, other than that, pick up is that there's no other damage to the body other than that one singular wound.
Interesting. Okay.
As for Cassius, you investigate the one that looks like it's been eaten, but you notice from the way that the body is dismembered, it looks like something of great force had done this. As you notice, like, the rearrangement of the limbs, it almost looks like this person had been crushed prior to then being eaten by the demon.
Did it seem like many things crushed it, or like one big force crushed it?
One big force crushed it.
Okay. Also, as Shiro was kind of doing that first little check of the last body that we found, can I have gone around and scavenged the rest of the rations that these were in these people's packs?
Yeah. As you do, you notice something kind of interesting, though. As you're rummaging through the packs and you don't find anything of too much, you find some maybe letters people had maybe to send back home. You see, like, a few rations as far as water and stuff like that. The only thing that kind of is standing out to you is you see 5 packs on the ground and you see 4 bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, I chug the water as soon as it hits my hand, and then collect. How many rations can I add to the inventory?
I'd say about maybe 10.
Cool. All right. And then on going to each one, I'll upon entering their pack, I'll say, "Pardon me for the intrusion," and then when I take out the rations, I'll say, "Thank you for the food." And then, kind of running the math in my head, I'll present the findings to the others, and I'll say, "There were 5 bodies, and I only found 4 bags."
The other way around.
Scratch that.
Oh, I'm
reverse
sorry. Yeah. There were 4 bodies, and I only found 5 bags.
Yeah.
And I did find. Oh my gosh, holding
It's okay.
record scratch.
Hearing that, we should fan out, search for the 5th victim, if he is alive.
He could be alive. Could have been devoured.
Or
Or
could
it
have been
could
taken
be
for later.
a trap.
No matter what, I think that they probably would have been injured. So maybe there's a blood trail or something like that.
Yeah.
You're thinking
mean-
maybe he could be something else too.
I think there's a possibility. He could be manipulated or otherwise controlled by whatever was here, whatever did this.
Is
It's
it
not unheard
possible?
of.
Is it possible to come back as a demon?
No, I don't think so. I don't think these demons could do that, right? Otherwise, this place would be full of demons in well, Demon Slayer uniform. We haven't seen any of those.
To my understanding, that probably won't be the case, but I'm not very good with the academic portion of these.
If I'm not
Again,
mistaken, DM, I think we don't know how demons are made, right? Or do we?
You do know that as far as the general idea is that in the core is that Muzan, the leader of the demons, makes demons. That is the general rule.
That's
and
known.
knowledge.
Okay.
Yes.
yeah, I'm just gonna probably say it doesn't matter any of that. We need to find him.
And
Right.
but the question is these do we want to go and warn the Demon Slayer at the temple first, or do we want to try to find this ourselves?
I mean, we can try, but then again, in
Let's track this lead first, in case he's alive.
No, right?
Okay.
With that, I'll as you guys try to like fan out, I'll have you guys roll another set of. This time I'll let you do investigation or perception, whatever you're strongest at.
Okay.
I'm doing perception.
Oh gosh, I'm now taking the brunt.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Gandalf,
it.
Yes,
Oh,
Oh
it's
no.
coming back.
Griff with a 13, Cassius
Okay.
with a 9, and Mr. Shiro with a 24.
I have a
I don't
plus 8,
miss.
so that 9
Unless
is a
I'm trying
roll
to see
1.
something.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, you got another nat 1, Cassius.
Yeah.
Add it to the counter. I need to make a counter.
That's
We need to make we need to make like a
4.
chart. Of
It's,
it.
it's 4 or 5, I don't know, and I've rolled 3
Anyone
twos.
watching this is so inclined.
I've rolled
Post a
3
comment with how
twos,
many
by
nat
the way.
ones.
yeah.
I mean,
5 ones, 3
two-
2. Or actually, no, I think I rolled a 2 last session too. So I think it's 5 ones and 4 twos so far.
Yeah.
And I have not rolled a lot.
and you hit most of us with those ones.
Yeah. With that, Shiro, you are the one who finds the blood trail. As you kind of patch it through, you look like it's a little bit of a wayside from the battlefield. It almost looks like as if somebody crawled away from the battle. And arriving at the patch, you see what looks like large leaves covering something.
Okay. Be on alert. Looks like something's covered up by those leaves.
Right?
What did you say?
If I hear you, do you call us over at all?
Yeah, I
Apparently, he speaks very softly, and we're all fanned out. Nobody hears
Oh,
us.
I thought we found
Yeah,
the blood
we're
trail and
fanned out.
converged.
No,
My bad.
no, we fanned out. We fanned out because you were the one that found it, and
Yeah, you found it, and then you just walked over, didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And we were just like,
Oh, okay. My
"You should
bad. My
probably
bad. My bad.
alert."
Found something. Over this way.
I'm gonna go over with Draconis in tow, Naturine blades out. Draconis kind of snarling, and you see at his teeth is what you notice that there's a little bit of acid coming out of it as he's like snarling, ready for a battle.
He got kind of like a string of acid from the top of his mouth to the bottom, like saliva.
Yeah, kind of. Like it's almost like he's preparing to like bite.
As you guys start to move the large leaves away, you see what looks like the picture I posted earlier here in general now.
Oh yeah.
What looks to be the figure of another demon slayer, but he doesn't look to be dead. As you slowly see the rise and fall of his chest, he
I'm
looks
gonna.
banged, heavily banged up, but he is not dead.
I am taking one of the good berries that I have because I would probably keep like 3 on me personally, and I'm going to like you immediately see me go. Blades go away. I pick up his head, take one of the good berries out, place it in his mouth, and make him eat it. Like slowly, like making, like rubbing the bottom of his neck to like make him swallow it.
Yeah. As you feed him one of the good berries, his eyes don't open up, but he starts to lean forward. As you see him like immediately try to like go and like reach around to like try to grab his like Nichirin weapon. That's
It's all right.
Who are you? You're killing them. You're killing. And he's like, he's trying to like grab like his. You see him like grab like the like a broken part of like his knee, the hilt and his sword. As he starts to he goes to swing it at you, Griff.
I'm gonna bring my hand up and catch his fist as he goes to swing and just say, "Hey, it's all right. We're other demon slayers. What happened here?"
I don't, and he, like you see him kind of like he's like he tries to like open his eyes, but you just see kind of like what looks to be grayishness to his eyes,
Like he's been blinded.
like he
What
like
seems to be the nature of the injuries, by the way? Is he cut? Is he crushed? Is he? Because we saw multiple of that.
You see what looks to be one of his legs, specifically at the foot, is bent backwards.
Oh God!
On his like left, his right arm there, looks very accurate to the picture where it's like bandaged up. You can tell that maybe he crawled away from the battle after it was done or something, and he tried to bandage himself up as much as possible. But he's got like he like definitely had some blood loss from his right arm, but he had to like patch it up heavily. And what looks like to be almost like a scar across like his eyes now, that is very recent, and that maybe is what led to the what looks like he has blindness right now.
I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna wave my hand in front of his eyes, seeing that he can't see. I'm just gonna be like, "What happened?" Try and explain as best as you can.
I don't know. It was coming towards morning. We thought we were all good. We stuck together after the start. We stayed together. We scared off any demons that came our way. We even managed to kill like two of them, yeah. And we were sitting around the campfire, and something came across my vision, and I couldn't see. I heard yelling. I heard stomps, and I heard a splat, and then I heard a scream. I heard someone. It was Connor. Connor said,
All right.
"Get it off! Get it off!"
And I'm just gonna like cradling like his back to like keep him steady. I'm just gonna say, "I'm gonna pick you up now.
Don't touch me!
Let us get you to the temple."
I have a healer's kit. I can redo the bandages and make sure that he doesn't lose any more blood on the way.
Careful! It was like an arrow, man, and it just didn't stop bleeding. It didn't stop bleeding, no matter how many times you try to like clutch it. I had to like really make it tight.
I'm trained in medicine. I know what I'm doing. And I'll reach into my healer's kit. I'll take out some scissors and I'll start kind of peeling back the first layer and cutting into the makeshift bandages and kind of peeling them away. A little bit of blood will continue to come out as any scabs and dried blood kind of reopens that wound. But I'll press down some gauze and pads on there.
As you kind of like pull it away and remove some of the blood, you notice that some of the blood around his arm starts to like burn away and evaporate. As for specifically Shiro, you would notice this after like studying demons for so long. This is typically what happens with like demons who melt away in the sun.
Continuing onward, I'll like start wrapping up the bandages as I kind of do with my own arms every day, and then I'll kind of move down to the leg. I'll just kind of touch there so that he knows that I'm there. Say, this is probably going to hurt. You may want to bite down or hold onto something.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna take like a leather, like some of my like leather on my like little. I'll take one of the tiger teeth that I have. I'll take that out and just say bite on this, and it's kind of like a fairly long tiger tooth, kind of like from Draconis or something.
He'll bite down.
What is above us
Alright.
right now? Are we under like a tree canopy?
You are not under a canopy right now at all. You're actually under like kind of like a clearing to like direct sunlight.
And it's coming
Is there
on
any
him.
direct sunlight on him?
Yes.
Or no?
There's direct sunlight on him. It's when you started to remove the bandages and got to the wound itself that you saw like what looked like a type of blood evaporate.
Okay. Do I know any other ways to identify a demon that would clue me in? Is this person turned or turning?
You can maybe tell that this guy, if it had been turning, it would have happened hours ago, and he would have already like regenerated some like HP. He would have already like regenerated some wounds. If anything, this looks like probably a blood demon art.
Demon blood that was left on him.
Yeah, demon blood that was left on him.
As they're focusing on him, I'm just gonna keep a watchful eye. I have my sword unsheathed, and I'd like to just kind of take a look around, just be on the lookout for any surprises.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to reset your leg on the count of 3. Okay?
Okay.
1, snap.
As he's like biting down on like the tooth.
Mhm.
Take it from him.
I'll collect some sticks from nearby, from any of the trees that kind of can act as a suitable splint, and then I'll connect them around the leg to create a splint at the ankle, and then wrap that up. And we will do our best to carry you to the temple. Do your best not to put any weight on that. It will not support you.
Okay. At this time, I'll let anybody make like some investigation things to maybe find out maybe some things about the body, like his body's particular, as you guys were patching him up.
I mean, can I do like medical, like seeing like? Well, we already did medical, so yeah, investigation probably would be
it's
better.
investigation.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do my best. I'm
It's
concerned.
there for anybody who wants to put things together, you know.
Yeah.
You rolled a 3 again with a +0. So you literally look at him and you go, not dead.
As a person.
Just
Confirmed alive.
confirmed alive.
Yeah, sure would be watching as Cassius is patching him up. And especially the evaporating blood would catch my attention. I'm wondering, like, is this like an acidic blood or like some kind of piercing, like that it's done?
You
Whatever. I'm gonna roll some investigation. Or
go ahead.
Okay. 25.
Ooh, man, that's what you needed. Not the DC.
Fucking main character.
But like, man, he really does feel like main character right now. He's just So
Either main
you'll-
character or overly qualified side character, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
main
yeah.
character starts off really
Yeah.
bad, and then there's a side character that's really strong.
So does that make like?
He's
does
the
that mean,
from Black Clover.
Yeah. Does that mean Cassius is the main character because he's utterly incompetent right now with the roles?
Could be.
And then
Yeah.
so it's
See, I'm Asta.
yeah.
I just have to go on my training arc, which I've
Yeah,
already
is that-
been on for the entirety of my life, because that is
yeah.
That's your
I have
backstory.
trained for a majority of my backstory.
Yeah. With
I should be qualified for this.
yeah, but that makes you the
They introduced
anime
him, that's good.
protagonist. That makes you the anime protagonist. You have to work for it. It's relatable. It's
Actually, yeah, I that'll be my investigation check. Is if I did a good job on my medicine.
Yep.
Right.
I did
12. Did
12.
I do a good
Yeah,
job?
You did a good job. You did a great job.
There we go.
with the-
I needed that, man.
Yeah, he really needed that, bro.
Thanks.
With that 25.
Take that moment of patching up and then like, yep, I did it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just like
It's
the
working.
rest of the party just looks at me and gives a thumbs up, and I'm just like tearing up, like, thanks, man.
yeah.
Don't cry
With
on
that-
me, man.
Yeah, but back to the thing. With the 25, you notice things clicking in place. The wound itself looks very similar to the one with the guy who bled out from the neck that Yenilith had basically shown. It's very similar to the type of wound, but you notice that with a blood demon art that caused the fire, that melted the one guy, it doesn't make sense for that to also be the thing that caused this, because if it was heat related, it would have cauterized the wound. It wouldn't have made the wound keep bleeding. So you know that there's demon arts, but you notice that they can't have the same demon art, meaning that there is 2 demon arts at work, which if there's 2 demon arts at work, that means
That means what?
well,
There's
that
2
means
demons?
that there's
Or
at
there's a
least
demon
2
with
there's at
multiple?
least 2 demons, because 2 demon
Demons can't have multiple, right?
multiple. No, they have like overlapping abilities in certain areas. Like they could have like one ability, but it covers multiple things. But this seems to have like there are 2 distinct demon arts, meaning at least there are 2 different demons at play.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Jump back. Okay. So after looking over and having watched you patch him up, it looks like there was probably 2 different demon blood arts being used. Something that burned the one, and something that caused some kind of injury that wouldn't stop bleeding. Can I tell if it's like a piercing, or if it's like something ruptured and like
Yeah.
like a blood vessel burst, or if it's like a acid?
With the 25, you notice that it's very similar to what looks like a piercing arrow. Especially like with the pinpoint precision of it. You notice that there's attacks with fire, and there's basically attacks with what looks like to be like what appears to be arrowish damage, piercing damage.
Gotcha.
And almost like firing like a bow.
I'm guessing whatever demons we're up against, whatever got in here. One's
You're
got a
assuming that
fire-related demon blood art, and the other can pierce like an arrow or shoot a beam of some kind. Most
You're-
likely a piercing attack.
So you're assuming that where the Wisteria break is, that 2 demons came in.
It seems
did
most
this.
likely. The Demon Slayer Corps wouldn't leave 2 demons with blood arts in here.
But
No.
It's a good way to kill all your applicants.
Yeah. We need to get to the temple and inform them.
they were arguing. You hear the one guy as like you're carrying him.
Yeah, I
The
kind of like.
demons?
The demons, they're arguing. One wanted to go in quietly. One wanted to go in loud. And the other just wanted to burn them all.
There were 3.
You're sure?
Fuck.
yeah, the big one. I think it was a big one. He did this to my leg, and he's like shows you like obviously like the one damage to his leg had been like done something like
He'd been bludgeoned and broken.
Yeah,
Broke
which
the
could
bone.
also maybe explain the one guy up in the tree.
So if there are 3 demons with the blood demon art, then I think these may be above our pay grade.
You're probably right. These
Doesn't
are also
matter.
above the pay grade of everyone in here.
Doesn't matter. We need to go to the temple now. We're wasting time talking.
All right,
This is-
give him to me. I'll take him.
I'm gonna basically I'm gonna kind of bridle carry and then like hand him off to you and just say we need to move double time. We
And
need to get
I'm
to the
just
temple.
taking
Point
him,
to-
and I'm
Point to Draconis, and I'm like, would putting him on the dog not be better?
Nope, I can run
Draconis
faster.
Draconis cannot carry. He can only drag. He's not big enough.
And plus, I'm taller.
and I'm just start moving at a brisk pace, but not too much because I don't know where the hell I'm going.
Wow.
But I'm just trying
It-
to at least make sure we're moving in a direction at least.
Yeah,
We're in a
I'm
bit of
gonna
a clearing.
have.
Can I use the position of the mountains around us to determine like where the center would be?
Yeah, easily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
something
that way.
I probably should have done at the beginning. I have a not only calligrapher supplies but also proficiency of sleight of hand. When I woke up, because I woke up early, could I have done a sketch map with my calligrapher supplies of the surrounding area, which would have been helpful in mapping the opening and then potentially also tracing that over to where the temple I would know would be.
Do you mean
Yeah, that-
calligraphers or cartographers?
I have both actually, but
Oh, great!
cartographers.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah. So
I
I
have
think you would have made
cartographer's
like a
tools,
you
is what I
made
meant.
you made like a detailed map. Like you open your pack and show everybody this detailed map that you'd made like in the very early morning.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull that out, and I was like, it would detail.
That'll help a lot. Let's get this going. And I'm
You're
gonna,
full of surprises.
like slap you on the shoulder. Yeah, I kind of have to reach up a little bit because I'm 5'2", so it's like kind of like, well, it's not that high, but it's like kind of going
Shoulders
up
a little
like,
higher, yeah.
yeah, it's kind of about there. It's like, good job. All right. Yeah,
I'll
listen.
kind of jump
We have
a
a
little
map.
bit at the physical contact.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'll
with that,
call over to
you
Lennon.
guys start heading towards the temple.
Mhm.
You do notice though that the closer you're getting to the temple, the temple's a little further than what you thought, as it already looks like the sun is starting to as you guys have to move a little bit kind of slow down from the fact that you had to carry this guy.
Uh-huh.
That the sun is already starting to kind of like already wean a little along the mountains, because while normally it would normally give you a couple more hours because of the bowl-shaped nature of this, it's the mountains basically give it darkness comes sooner than full sundown.
Gotcha.
Point me to where we're going. I need to move.
I'm like, if you are good with cartography tools, are you good with navigation?
My survival's good. It's a
What's-
+4.
So we have the same type of survival. So I
Probably.
think we
Both the
have.
high wisdom characters didn't take survival proficiency, and I did. What's happening?
No, he did.
Yeah,
He
I
take
did.
proficiency, and I specifically
did.
didn't take proficiency because he did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just thought you had
Yeah,
higher wisdom.
No, there
No,
were.
I have a
Yeah, it was
15.
on my bottom 2 of what I thought I would have proficiency
15 is
in,
not bad.
and so I took something else over that.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell since we're both good at survival, what I think we should do is basically create a line of us. One of us in the front, one of us in the back. The one in the back keeping an eye out, doing that, while the one in the front is like leading the charge. Do you want to be the one in the front and I be the one in the back, or do you want me in the front because I'm more aggressive and I have Draconis?
I would always leave that up to you.
Then you have a 4. You're good with survival, but I think
I'm
you can
also
get to the
fast
front.
if that influences your.
Yeah, you're fast. Also, like I may have a 30-foot movement speed, but also Draconis has a 30-foot movement speed. Sorry, has a 40-foot movement speed. My bad. So, I think with you, Yenilith, yeah, I'll have you 3 up front.
Yep.
Like you, Yenilith, and Draconis up front, and I'll tell Draconis listen to his orders. So I'm basically telling him to follow your commands, essentially.
Me?
I know. I
Yeah,
don't
the guy
know.
that smacked him upside the head yesterday. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Draconis forgave you.
Yeah.
Draconis forgave you by licking you in the face.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
forgiving dog.
And then I'm gonna. He's not a dog.
My character doesn't know that.
Meow.
And I'll be in the back, and I'll keep an eye out on the back. So we are basically having a line of us. Draconis is staying next to you and Yellow, kind of being in like on the side of both of you. Shiro, I think you should be in the back with should be kind of in the middle, and we're keeping Yenilith more in the middle to keep that Slayer protected.
Yeah. As you guys start to move a little bit towards the center of the valley, you guys do notice something. You guys maybe get a whiff of something. Roll for me. Roll for me perception.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, come
12.
on! No!
Make sure to tell the audience what you got.
I got
12.
a 5.
Dude, when I'm celebrating a 12 on the
Sorry.
dice, that's when you know it's bad.
Yeah.
It's 12 plus 8 for a total of 20.
Yeah.
It's sure I
Yeah.
got 11.
I think that's my first skill check
for the
over,
people
over
above,
20.
above 10, which is
Okay.
everybody but Mr. Griff. You guys get the smell of
Griff.
something burning as you guys start to it's almost foul in nature. As you guys start to go off the beaten path, seeing what it is, you guys see what looks to be it's been quite a while. A good amount of time, maybe even from since this morning. But just the smell has lingered. You see what looks to be something of a charred crow.
What?
Wait, a charge. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry.
The demon.
Crap.
It got the Kusugai crow.
Yeah,
You don't have a messenger.
I'm assuming with the 20, I'm the first to get there, and I'll turn back and say, "This is the problem.
We need to move now. We need to move. This is no longer this is Griff going into.
She's running.
Yeah,
Yenilith is just running as you're talking.
Yeah, no, I'm fully running. My Nichirin weapons are out. I'm not. I just say we need to move.
Slayers, we may be too late. That crow wouldn't have left its master. Not this far. Not without reason. He was probably
Unless you
sent
already
to-
knew.
He probably already knows and may have been killed. Be ready for
Then
a
what
fight.
do we do? Be ready for a fight. Already on that, and don't worry. This may be above our pay grades, but I'm going to make sure that they pay.
A little unconventional, but as I'm fast enough to catch up to the party, given that on any given round that I wanted to, I could have 120-foot movement speed for free.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make use of my calligrapher's supplies and write out kanji for or whatever short form I can put out there to basically say demon infiltration and start staking it on trees as we travel along. Anyone that comes across that will then be put on alert.
Yeah,
that
is my hope.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, do that. I'm
Do you have something to
charging
put it up with?
I
just
Shiro
I
has
would assume. Oh, actually, that'll probably be good. The best thing that I probably had was maybe sewing needles, or not sewing needles, but needles from the healer's kit for stitches.
Shiro has crossbow bolts.
If he sees me writing and figures out what I'm trying to do, then I would gladly accept the crossbow bolts.
They're yours. I have 20 of them.
also how so a good thing of good rule of thing. How tall are the trees? How close are the branches to the ground? Are some of the branches to the ground?
Oh, you're just as far as the signs and stuff like that.
Yeah, basically, like if he's doing that, I'm going to point out branches that he can just like pin them to that are in the eye line that people can see.
I was gonna do it on
Mhm.
trunks of trees.
Yeah.
I mean, unless the branches are like 10 feet long, then doing it on the trunks of trees aren't gonna cause any
Yeah.
issues.
No, it's not. Yeah,
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 I
do
know.
that.
whatever's most visible as we go.
Yeah, basically. And like if they're, it's going to be relatively spaced out as well because I want to cover distance,
Mhm.
not just like post 20 in a, maybe 500-meter line or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's
for
yeah.
however long we're running. I want to space this out as much as much as I can.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
as you guys are starting to move a little bit more, you even notice that as the sun's going down, you definitely maybe have seen a demon in the distance, but it runs away from you guys.
Okay.
I am
And
confused.
and instead
Strike
of
me as odd.
and then instead of like racing towards you guys, it's almost like more moving like towards like the like far off sides of like the map. But instead of like let's say heading towards the temple or heading towards like the break in like the Wisteria line, it's just moving further away.
Does this strike me as odd?
Oh yeah,
I want to
definitely.
do something so. I want to do something so stupid. I want to chase one down and say, "What the hell's going on? Why are you running from us?"
On that note, I kind of turn back to the group and say, I can follow that thing without being seen and see what it's going to do. This is not the normal behavior of a demon.
Here's my question: does it look like it's running from us in fear? That is my big question.
Yes.
Okay, already I'm on even higher alert now, because I will relay that if it's running away from us in fear, we should not even follow it. We should continue our journey.
Okay, if that's what you say, then I will follow that.
Yeah, if it's running away from us in fear, there's something very big going on. We need
Might
to.
mean something bigger or meaner is going to come for us, and being near us is going to put it in danger.
Yeah.
I'm suspicious now. I'd like to check and make sure that we're not being followed. Because he may know that there's something bigger and stronger following us, because we're not scary by ourselves.
Maybe
Yeah.
make perception checks.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm gonna follow in suit on that.
26.
Oh wow, there we
Oh,
go.
yeah. Nice.
13. It was gonna be a 19.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Oh my gosh! So for the nat 20
Doesn't count.
Ganolith and Cassius, you guys, there's nothing around you, but from like the way that this demon had come, it looked like it had come maybe from like the center of the map.
Okay.
Obviously, something spooked it, and then it ran into you guys, and then it got spooked again.
Ooh.
Okay, if it's coming from
Okay,
the center, then
Just to clarify, are we still going in the direction of the temple?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
Which is in the
that's
center.
plan.
I have my map. I think especially with how good the perception roll was, I'd like to kind of draw a line to where I think along that line is where whatever spooked it was, like where it came from, and then I want to draw a separate line to where it went.
Yeah.
And just so I want to continue moving towards the temple because we need to know what happened there first.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the
But
thing.
then,
The
if we
temple's
need
in
to
this-
follow either of those two lines, I want to have that.
Yeah,
and know where
I'll say this. As you kind of like start to deduce the direction the demon is coming from, in conjunction to where you are on the map and where the temple is, you realize that demon was spooked, and it had just been at the temple.
It had just been. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So the line literally intersects with the temple.
Yes.
Mm.
And then it changed directions, which is your second line that you're tracking, basically.
Yeah. I will kind of head, keeping pace with all of you while still doing my cartography. I turn around and just kind of like skid to a stop, and I'm just gonna like hold up my my map and quickly say, "At the road line, I noticed that the demon it was running from something, and then it ran into us, and then it ran to a different place. I tracked both of the lines where it came from and where it was going. It came from the temple. Do we continue
Yeah.
going to the temple knowing that something is going wrong there?"
You
No.
just see me, like, you see in my eyes fumes. Just pure anger. And I'm gripping my Nichirin blades tight. You hear the leather kind of creaking.
We can go there. Probably should. See if anyone can be helped.
We probably
But
should.
we can't bring him.
Exactly. We probably need to put him somewhere safe.
Where is
Yeah,
safe here?
Fuck if
Anywhere
I
not
know.
the temple. We need to just hide
So-
him here. I'm gonna look around.
Yeah.
Is there like a brush, that we could hide him in?
Yeah. You
Preferably
maybe-
something maybe that has a scent to it
Yeah.
that might cover the scent of his blood.
This is actually something very important, because this is actually kind of a good thing that one of you made a map, so you can point this out, and another of you looking for something for smell. Junction, as you kind of like pull out your map, or Cassius, you notice though that you specifically made in great details where the temple is. You notice there's a lot of wisteria trees around where the temple is. So you know right now on the path that you guys are going to the temple, you guys should be passing by wisteria trees, and wisteria trees are great for basically, warding off demons. That'd be a safe place to lay him, except for you don't see the pink flowers of the wisteria trees. In fact, when you start smelling around and you notice a wisteria tree, you notice that it is almost rotted and dead.
Not burned, but actually rotted.
It seems like this tree is almost dead for some reason. And while it's not necessarily like fully rotted, it feels like this tree has almost inexplicably died.
Yeah, I'll be in the middle of saying, "Wait, we don't need to hide him anywhere close. The wisteria trees are going to be able to hide him. They should be right over." And I'm gonna take a look and just kind of notice, like a little bit above the tree line is just what I would recognize as a wisteria tree that is, like Zero said, rotting and decaying. Oh no!
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Are there any other wisteria trees nearby or no?
As you guys kind of
That
like go
aren't
through, you see like ones that are off the beaten path, they're totally fine. The ones
Okay,
that are traveling the beaten path are all dead.
I'm going to the ones that are off the beaten path. That'll make it easier and then make it easier for them to hide. And I think we should just hide them in there. Like either hide them in the tree or something. I don't know. Like get them to the tree. Yeah,
As you kind of like
I'll
lay him at
go
like the
along with
base
that.
of the tree, you know that this is at least a good enough place, if any, to leave him.
All right.
I'm just gonna tell them we have to leave you here.
Okay. I mean, I'm
If
under
you-
a
if you
wisteria
hear-
tree. We're fine.
If you hear other slayers coming near you, tell them to come over here.
I'll warn anybody. He'll kind of like grab you, Griff, and he goes, get the one that took my eyes, please.
Yeah, and just like Griff instinctually will like take his hand and he'll like lean forward butt heads with them and just say, "I will," and like gets up, cracks neck, and just like almost hunched over, and he's like, "Let's go," and just starts running towards where the temple is. Like full sprint, blades out. Draconis like is bolting with him as well.
Don't make this easy for them. Let's move quiet. We can go quick and quiet. I'll move as quick as I can while maintaining stealth if possible. I'd like to make a stealth
Yep.
check.
Would you
I'll-
guys
I'll
like
do
to
the-
roll stealth?
I would, yeah.
If you say that, I'll
And
follow
I'll
your
take
lead.
I'll take the average is what I count as the group stealth then.
Okay.
Yep.
No.
I'll roll stealth as well.
Oh, that was almost a
An
20.
18.
Okay.
7.
13 for
Ooh,
me.
you guys aren't good at this.
11.
No, I
I'm
had
not
a,
bad. I just don't have
I'm gonna also roll
It-
Draconis as well. He's got a
it hit
+1.
It hit the corner. It was almost an
Uh,
18 plus 2.
So
Well,
13 for
11.
me, 11 for Draconis.
Yeah, that definitely brought down the average.
Kind of while we're stealthing along, I'll turn around to the group. I'm good at moving quickly and quietly if we want to try to get some kind of information on what's going on inside of there. Then I can try to do this alone if we think it best.
Possibly, but if there are like Griff will kind of like just saunter up to you, possibly. But if there are 3 that are dangerous, a brute, a range, and one that causes fire, I don't think it's a good idea to go alone. I think we should all stick together.
It's the risk of going in there and getting an advantage. We've agreed that this is not something that we feel capable of dealing with ourselves, so any advantage that we can possibly get is probably better than nothing, regardless of risk, right?
If you can stay as quiet as possible, then do it.
Listen,
But if you feel that you cannot, then you're sticking with us. Like
you are
looking
good at
into your
this.
face.
I recognize that. But if even one of them spots you, they'll all be on top of you. I'd rather you not go alone. Even if we're spotted, all of us being together is better than you being alone.
Do you feel like you can keep up?
We can do our best. That is all we can do.
I'll stay a little bit ahead, but I guess we move as a group.
Yes.
Right.
So I'll
Right.
stay easily within eyesight, but like 30 feet ahead just to get first crack at, corners, eye lines, anything like that. I'm the first one to see, but but everyone can still see me very easily. So if anything goes bad, they can get to me in a round.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that's a play. I think it's also we don't really realize that we've rolled poor stealth, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yep.
as you guys start moving your way, heading down, I think down the pathway and stuff like that, because I think you guys just wanted to be open instead of just pure stealth. But as you guys head down the main way, you guys come upon the temple, and you will see the temple. I'm going to go ahead and drop it over for you guys, and then I'm going to show it to the
Oh, no.
audience.
Oh, who's
Oh,
that?
Oh,
Ooh, Eggy.
As-
no.
As for the demons that you see here, for those watching, I'm going to be posting the demons into our Discord, so feel free to join there if you want to see the art a little bit closer and a little bit more accurate. I'm going to go ahead and take the time and post the art there for you guys to see.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, I love it. I love the blue one.
Yeah, the blue
Archer,
one's a really
yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
I wanted a different color theme there for them.
Yeah.
But as you guys arrive here, for the scene, you see. Well, I can't necessarily show the bodies. You do see bodies on the ground, broken swords. You see at least 5 different students, but you don't necessarily see the main guard here for the temple. But you notice one of the demons is missing too.
Okay.
As you guys are coming up onto this, the bigger demon in front here, he kind of like turns his head and looks. Well, it looks like we have some stragglers coming now, Archer. It looks like we get to have more fun. Let's see if these ones can give us an actual challenge. And as he like readies up, you see like his claws like grow in size as it kind of like distorts his like forearms, and actual claws are a little bit larger than what they were. And you see as he like looks to you, there's almost like a haze to his body and almost black like mist to him. As the other one looks to him like he had referred to as Archer. Archer looks to him and he goes, Duarin, please, leave a few of them alive. We need to make sure to question them as much as possible. And make sure not to break the Nichirin weapons this time.
What the?
Kind of noticing that we're unable to avoid a fight, can I get off an action before combat starts?
Yeah. I mean, I let you guys like say something here before, like see if you can lock them down or something like that before the combat starts here.
Yeah, just like as they say, like question us. It's like, why do you want to question us, and why do you want our weapons?
The Duarin, the bigger guy, goes, it's not much for me to say. The boss wants to know. It took a lot trying to find this Demon Slayer village, let alone get in here to take something.
Boss moves on.
No, that's the High Lord to you. But we work in smaller sects too. And you see Archer go, enough, Duarin. They're fishing for information.
See, we got a
Well,
smart one.
It seems like we are unable to avoid the fight.
Less talking, more hitting.
And it's just gonna just charge and start running.
As you kind of start charging forward, I will kind of get out my Nichiren weapon and then do some like kind of martial arts forms, and then start sway my staff across towards all of you. Fourth form, favorable beat. And this effectively functions as the bless spell. So for a minute, everyone, including myself, because I'm technically upcasting this, has a D4 added to saving throws and attack rolls.
All right.
Awesome. Also, I think if you click under the feature, if you have the Beyond 20 extension, you can display it in the VTT.
Display in VTT. There we go.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, and I'm
Alright.
spending an extra breathing point, and so instead of 3 targets, I get to choose 4, which would include myself. Unfortunately, I'm not burning another one just so Draconis can benefit from the same thing. So
Yeah, and let's go ahead
Draconis
and,
has 40 feet of movement. You're good, man.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start up combat here.
All right.
Let's get our initiatives. For those watching, I know last time we did the HP system. For these two bigger demons, I'm going to be writing them down on a piece of paper that's by my side, so you won't be able to see the HP.
Come on.
Okay. Much better initiative here. Okay.
Ooh. And he has a -1 to his initiative, by the way.
Wow. Wow.
Dang.
Okay. All right.
hey, good to know the dex is minus.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think we have everybody here. Yep.
Yep.
I love this battle music too. It just feels nice.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Cassius, you're up first.
I am indeed up first. All right, where can I get? I'm a little further back than I want to be. All right, hold on. If I was here, he's far away.
This is where we get the good rolls from him.
Yeah. I really didn't even need to take the extra action. I will. Oh, yeah, you know what I'll do? I will run over here, and then no. Okay, I need to go. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to head over here. Just got to make sure that that was the right distance. Nope. Hold on. I need to go one backwards. Okay. And I am going to use my second form, Stinging Crosswind. And so this one's a bit of a fun one because I am going to use my wraps and I'm going to send them out 30 feet, making an attack at the demon that is closest to me. So, as we've established earlier, the wraps are also have nutrient abilities to them, so kind of infusing soul power into them, they can travel that 30 feet unimpeded. Yep, and no, whoops.
Yep. Unfortunately, as like the 8 almost looks like you miss with an 8, but as you kind of like go to like send your wraps, you look to like try to target one of his arms, and as he sees that, you almost see his arm kind of blacken and turn almost like into like a dark like haze as like the wraps just go through the arm.
Honestly, if I can interject on how I fail, I think this is a new thing for my character as well. He's trying to learn and figure this out on the fly. So I would say this would more so be like a really crappy paper airplane where it flies pretty well for 5 to 10 feet and then it just takes a nosedive. So this like sails for about 5 to 10 feet and it looks really good and it's going on target, and then it just flitters in the wind and then just doesn't. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, and so I just put my soul power in, send him back, and then I'm just getting ready to box it out.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, that'll be my turn for now.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, I don't think the. Yeah. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to use my free Step of the Wind, which gives me a bonus action dash, just to get a little bit further away.
Yep.
I don't want to take a hit unnecessarily from this guy if I don't have to.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
Gotcha. It is now Duarin's turn as he goes, the smell of battle. I just love it! And he can just get to you.
No!
Yeah,
You should have
demons
moved
fast.
further.
Demons fast, boys. Remember.
But his dex mod.
You had like 10 more feet you could have moved.
Can we say that I did that? 'Cause
I will allow you to do that, yes. I will be kind. Just
There we go.
because you're getting used to the demons. You know?
You'll be kind. You said that in the Black Clover, man. You were never kind.
Yeah, as he basically gets right here, as he almost smiles to you all. And then as he does so, you almost watch him as like his kind of like hazy body almost kind of like starts turning even like more so into like a black mist as he goes, I'm coming, as he's gonna use his ability.
Oh.
Teleport up to 30 feet to
Oh boy, I don't think that's what it said.
I just no. Why? Why give him?
A black mist of haze and can teleport and move to 30 feet to a place he has line of sight on.
Bye bye, doggy.
You watch as like the black haze
not a dog!
kind of drops down, and you just watch the mist start like flowing in between you guys as he then reappears right here.
I just look at him and say, "Oh, thank you for coming towards me. Means I don't have to run any further."
Exactly my point. And he'll take one swipe at Draconis, Griff, because of you're antagonizing and you wanna brawl with him. So he's gonna.
Oh yeah, no,
He'll take one swipe at you and then one swipe at your dog.
Not a dog. He's a Drake.
Yep. So the first one to you, the second one to the dog.
Do you have the studded leather equipped?
Yes, I have it. Misses. Hits
Ooh.
Draconis.
Ooh, his Draconis.
Okay.
9. Okay.
9. Yeah, that's close to his max damage. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's still a decent check for your HP pools.
For my Drake's HP, yeah, like my Drake is injured. It's like you just hear the.
Yep.
Just to check for both of the people that I gave temp HP to earlier in the day, you did add the 2 temp HP.
I
Yep,
did, and
that-
then I
okay.
ate it when I took 3 damage, activated my right.
Oh, true. I forgot you did that.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
Blood
only took 1
Hunters,
damage from that instead of 3.
Yep.
That's
But that's
Blood
the,
Hunter.
You know what? Helpful in a way.
that's the Haze Demon's term. It is Yanolith.
I will rage
He caught it with
first.
chopsticks. It was really impressive.
Beginner's luck. And with that, I will go ahead and do. I'm gonna start off. I don't think I need anything else. I'm gonna start off with first form, heavy strike as I move closer to him.
Are you recklessing or not?
I will reckless for this
Okay.
first attack.
Okay, I will
Yeah.
say, this is the next part I need to basically specify for him.
Uh-oh.
This is what really makes him the Haze Demon. So here.
Oh no, because he's haze. Oh, I know what that
Yeah.
means.
The demon.
disadvantage on attacks. Oof.
Yeah. Yes. So it's a straight roll.
Yeah. So also keep in mind, you do have the D4.
I do.
From your bless.
Would also
Right.
like to say, does this
Fate
still
will
function
win.
in dim light or only in darkness?
It functions in dim light as well.
Okay.
He needs
my,
to be
my
in
blade
technically
lets off
bright.
dim light.
Yeah, he technically needs to be in bright light.
That's rough.
To dispel that ability.
Okay.
Yeah, moonlight, it's bright, but not that bright.
All right. So let me go
It's
ahead
not right
and
in the
roll.
dawn.
I'll go ahead and roll to attack.
So it's just
Actually,
straight roll.
Yeah, just straight roll. Okay, so that's going to be a 22 plus. I may not matter,
Yeah,
but
it's
Probably
16.
unnecessary.
yeah, so 25 in total.
Yep, that hits.
All right, so I'm recklessing, so I believe I get a 2d6 added to this, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, correct. So go ahead and roll.
So
From Frenzy, yeah.
yeah, I'll do 46, and then we'll just add 4 to what it will be. So that's going to be 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Whew. So I just go ahead and just turn my back around and just whip out with my blade, just with one sweeping action, just kind of using some momentum as I'm turning around in full force, just speedily, just slicing towards the side of this creature. I think I will go ahead and end my turn with that. I have no reason to continue. Yeah, that'll be it.
All right. It is the. Go ahead.
What's up?
Gray, what did
I
you
was
say?
just gonna say, quick way to roll that damage. You can right-click your damage and roll it as a crit to get the extra 2d6 easy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good to know.
Good point.
Yep. All right. It is the Archer Demon's turn. I'm gonna roll separately from my side, which one I target.
Okay.
Okay. So he's just gonna target. He's gonna target Yenolith just because she did that big damage there.
Okay.
So he doesn't know necessarily what everybody can do yet, but he saw like a big swing from Yenolith. So he's gonna target Yenolith.
Let's go.
So he does get. Is it only melee attacks or all attacks?
All
Let's
attacks
be
have
piercing
advantage.
slash-
All
with reckless.
attacks.
Oh,
Yeah, all
never mind.
attacks.
I assumed he was talking about something different.
Yep. I need to find a way to turn on like advantage rolls for these things. Oh, advantage. I can just always have my stuff roll with advantage, so that way. But I can take the first number. I think but I have advantage on, so rolling with advantage here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a nat 20?
No,
I'm trying to.
Okay.
figure it
13
out.
plus 7, normal 20.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
Okay, 13
I
plus
see it. Yeah, it
So-
has a little up green arrow. Okay,
Yep,
got it.
Okay, so yeah.
I think that bears for advantage. I thought that
I
was a
think I'm
crit,
gonna keep it on advantage because you always know the first number is the normal roll.
too. Sure. If he doesn't have
just-
advantage, just use the first number. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I like to
Okay.
do. I did that for Black Clover. It just makes everything easier.
All right.
Whether it's advantage, disadvantage, whatever, yada yada.
Okay.
So, 5 damage.
So reduced to half because I'm raging.
And it's,
Right.
Well, hold up here. It is
Uh-huh.
piercing, but
Okay.
I need to basically, for whatever reason, it did not necessarily show what it does. So let me.
Oh, hit the details arrow on there. That might show.
Yep. Here, detail. Okay. Oh well, that gives more than I want it to, but basically, a target hit with the arrow will start to bleed out, thanks to the demon blood arrow. The target will take 2 points of damage at the start of their turn. On the turn, the player can then use their bonus action to try and use the medicine, a medicine action basically to beat the DC of 12. So this is what kind of made those two bleed out. The one that kind of clutched his neck bled out because of that ability. While you notice the one that basically survived, he said that like it wouldn't stop bleeding, but he also applied medicine and bandages to it, so he stopped it somehow.
Okay. All right. So I still take half of that because of my rage, right?
Yes.
All right.
At the
Good to know.
start of your turn, you will just take 2 damage. It's a flat 2 damage.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Okay. We have Griff.
Okay, bonus action, casting Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
So that, so I have a D8, and now my movement speed is 30.
Okay.
And I have advantage on 1 attack rolls, which I'm swinging at him with my Nichirin claws.
Just a normal roll because he's
Just a normal roll. Normal roll. I bloody well miss.
Yep. Unfortunately, as you kind of like go to like stab him, he like morphs that part into like a black mist as you just stab through him.
Uh-huh. And what I'm gonna do, Archer
hold
is
on.
actually.
No, you get a D4. You did it
Oh
right.
yeah, I get a D4. D4.
It may not make a difference, but it might.
4. So
Yeah, that
16.
hits. That hits.
that hits. Sweet. So that is going to be this, which that, and then a D7, I believe, or a D8, I think, for my Zephyr
You already
Strike.
rolled it. It was a 7.
It was a 7. Okay.
Yeah.
So 17 for the slashing and the double force. And now what I'm going to do is, knowing that the archer is actually a problem, I'm going to move.
I mean, you could just go the other side of the demon. You'd have to hit the demon in order to hit you.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't get attack with opportunities on me. That for strike.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if you... Okay.
Yeah.
Just
I
attacking
didn't
with
know
it
if
in
you
this
wanted to
spell?
leave.
I hit him.
I'm saying just attacking with Zephyr Strike in the spell.
No, it's concentration up to 1 minute.
Oh, by the way, you did say...
That's how it used to work. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
still how it still
yeah,
works.
yeah, it's check again because it is. I think it's once you use it, basically, it either lasts that round or it's not something that just stays up.
Yeah,
Can you
either way, if you
post it
wanted
through
to get out of
BTC
line
or-
of sight, you can just go the other side of your Drake. probably.
Your movement, you move like the wind until the end of until the spell ends. Your movement does not provoke attack opportunities. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on 1 attack roll on your turn. The attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on hit, whether you hit or miss. Your walking speed increases by 30 until the end of that turn.
Yeah.
Wait, does it say anything about
Okay.
not taking
It
attacks of
doesn't.
opportunity on there?
Yeah.
It does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, that's at the top.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
Well, yeah,
It
okay,
doesn't.
so-
It doesn't say it ends anymore.
And
That's
so
good.
like,
Yeah,
and so
yes,
like,
it ends whenever you want it to, because it's a concentration spell. So he can hold concentration for as long as he wants,
okay, gotcha.
and then continue with that effect. But just this turn, he has boosted walking speed. This turn, he landed his first attack roll and got the D8, and then the other effects continue on in perpetuity until he loses concentration or drops it.
Yeah.
Also, I zoned out for a little bit. Did you add the D8 on there already? It was 17 total points of damage.
I
Yeah,
already
17
did it.
total.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
I did so.
Got it.
With that, Griff, anything else?
Yeah, I was moving 60 feet over here
All right, gotcha.
and just Like, cause big guy's a threat. I know Yenilith can handle it. Archer's more of a threat. I need to get that out.
Gotcha.
So I just like hit him and just off.
All right. Gotcha.
Drake. I believe my Drake just takes the dodge action
Yes, it
because I
does.
didn't command him. Okay.
Yep. All right. With that, Shiro, you're up.
Okay. Got a big demon right next to us, and a little guy way over there. I think I'd ask Yenilith, you have this?
I got this.
Hold on, just before you do anything, you see me poised to run towards the archer.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that bleeding for the rest of the fight. So I'm gonna move 20 feet this way, wrapping around, and move through your space so I don't provoke attacks opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's 25 feet of movement.
Yep.
And I'll say, want to follow your master? And I'll reach out for Draconis, and I'll use sixth form, Moonlit Walk, and display that. But I'll grab Draconis. Keep forgetting the name. Sorry.
You're good. You're
A
good.
creature who's in an area of dim light, bright or dim light, and carry them faster than I can see, faster than I could follow, rather. Creature I touch makes a con save. They can choose to fail. On a failed save, I teleport along with them to a space that's in an area of bright or dim light that I can see within 90 feet. Shows a space must be on a surface or a light that can support you. Yeah, basically.
It's Reese
vortex
flavored
warp.
vortex warp. It's Reese
cool.
flavored vortex warp.
Yeah, but I get to / have to go with them.
Yep.
So I don't know if he chooses to fail or not.
He does. He does choose to fail.
I'm gonna move all the way towards the archer,
Mm.
and he can be within 5 feet of me, kind of wherever he wants.
Gotcha.
Just gonna keep him kind of like the same spot.
And then that's my action, but I'm gonna use my last 5 feet of movement to get in the archer's face. So I can't really do anything else just yet, but he's got to either attack with disadvantage or move away from me,
Mhm.
unless he has like sharpshooter or something weird.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Except I was just gonna spend a bonus action to get in his face.
Yeah, I really didn't want to stick around with that thing, and I want to focus this guy, so I'm trying to get in.
That's fair.
That's my turn done.
Gotcha. It's Cassius' turn.
It is Cassius' turn. All right, I mean, I was planning on going to run at the archer guy, but
Don't let me stop you,
leaving-
man. Let's gank him.
yeah, I would. However, it would take a little bit too much for me to get there. I could probably do a lot more if I can land some attacks on big hazy dude here. So
Oh, I see.
I'll continue over. Actually, hold on. I was over here. I just want to see if I can get around to the other side. We'll go here, there. Yeah. I'll
If
just
you-
try to use him as a body shield. If I'm potentially attacked, then they would have to go through the demon in order to get to me, which he can technically turn hazy, which is probably part of the point, but I do it anyways. And I am going to first form, normal attack, and we'll see how this goes. All right,
Disadvantage.
neat. Okay, well, roll again. Never mind.
Oh,
not very neat.
Yeah. Ooh,
Uh,
yeah.
Jeez.
And a 4 on the D4 is not going to do any difference because his AC is not 12. Balls. That would have done a lot. Yeah, I'll just make an unarmed strike, I guess. Also at disadvantage. I can still roll a D4. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 hit him. 14
Yeah.
does not hit him.
Mm.
Just off by 1.
Yeah. Yeah, some decent efforts. Especially you can see the effects of the wind. Neither of these were the best efforts that I've ever put in, but there's corrections that the wind just pushes my arms where they need to be, and then regardless of that, it just goes through his AZ form, despite the fact that ordinarily they would have hit. That's tough.
And quite tough to hit, while I get to slug you as much as I want.
You're welcome to try. And I'll stand my ground.
Yep. Is that the end of your turn, Cassius?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Seeing as how, Cassius, you haven't hit him yet, so I'm gonna just focus my full attention. First, I'm gonna get some regeneration back. That's just that's just a nice little perk there. Let me just make sure, because I think his is the normal regeneration, or he might be bigger. No, his is normal regeneration.
Demon regeneration. It just works.
It really just does work. As you you notice, like, on his body, like one of his wounds starts closing up, dealt by Griff there. And he's gonna take both attacks at Yenilith here, who reckless.
Okay.
So advantage. Oh, it's not rolling with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically,
right.
you get that now one's canon then. Oh. Kidding.
So yeah, 17 will hit for the first attack.
Yep. And then advantage now. I wish it would just stay on advantage. And then
19 will hit. Yeah. So
max
5
damage on that one. And then
So 5 and 3, so 8 total.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good thing Yenilith's just taking this, because that's just, it's a good matchup, kind of like right there. You know what I mean? They both like really have a hard time. Yeah, he has hard time damaging her because she just resists, and she is just, she's able to kind of like counter his disadvantage a little bit in a way.
I asked her if she had it, and she has it.
Yeah, that's right. She has it. We don't have to worry about anything. With that, though, it is Yenilith's turn now.
I've seen uglier faces than you.
You think I'm that ugly? He actually sounds a bit hurt by that, actually.
Well, you haven't seen a goat before. While it's giving birth. That looks really gnarly.
And we'll go ahead and take a bonus action medicine check. So it needs to do a 12.
Yeah, you already marked out the 2
yes,
HP,
it
right?
stayed on it. 16.
Yeah. You already took
There
the
we
2
go.
damage first, right? 'Cause the damage,
yes.
The damage starts
Oh,
at
let me
the
go
top
ahead
of
and
your
do
turn.
that.
Yep.
Yep. Let me go ahead and do that. So 2.
Is there a damage type associated with that?
It's necrotic.
Okay.
Cool.
So I did close the wound with a bonus action with a 16. And then after that, I will go ahead and let me go ahead and see. I will go ahead and I'm just it's fun. I'm gonna go ahead and take another reckless attack. First form, heavy strike. So that is gonna be 15 plus a D4. Yep. Okay, so that's better. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so like he said, I'm going to do it as a crit roll because it's just the 46. All right, so... All right, so 17 points of damage. Just slicing up, just kind of going down, pointing my blade downward, kind of feeling the weight and the heaviness of the blade. Just the steel just hardening and tightening even more, and just whipping it up and slashing it with 2 hands.
Yeah, you're doing good work and damage on this guy.
Oh yeah, and I'm just loving it. All right, so with that, that will be my turn.
All right, gotcha. It is the Archer Demon's turn now. As a bonus action, you watch him as he goes. He is going to take the disengage action as a bonus action.
Oh.
Yep. He's we cover our bases here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna so that's
We're learning though.
10. Gonna go here. I think I'm gonna move about here to the trees a little bit. He's going to make one shot at you, Shiro.
Okay. Come on.
15, because there's no advantage.
15 misses. Oh, thank Mage Armor.
Yep. And he's gonna look to Griff now. And he goes, "You guys might actually put up a challenge." And he's gonna load up a second shot.
What does it look like when he fires his bow? He's
So,
firing
like-
blood arrows, right?
Yeah, you watch as it looks like the blood circulates from the wrist. So as he goes to draw back the bow, blood is almost forming into the arrow as he pulls back the bow.
Nice.
So I'm
Nice.
gonna shoot it at Griff here.
Okay.
22.
That'll hit you, jackass. Oh, I hate this guy.
5 damage.
He's not rolling great on
Five.
the damage, at least.
Yeah, he's rolling ones on damage.
5 damage. All right.
Yep, and you are now under the effects of the blood. So you'll take 2 damage at the start of your turn, which is literally this turn. So you'll take 2 damage here, and then you need to make a bonus action to do the medicine, or it's just going to keep bleeding you out.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need that right now. Oh wait, I gotta make a concentration check. Shit. Rolling a save real fast. 15, and does the 2 damage also allow me to make me have to make a
it's
con?
any type of damage.
Every instance of damage, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I succeed. 18 twice.
yeah,
I think.
you're good.
Moving right in front of him, and I am attacking twice.
Oh right.
Oh right, what?
All right. Go ahead and make.
Oh,
your attack roll.
So, it's fine. Give yourself advantage on your turn. So I also give myself advantage on this turn and also do the force damage as well when I hit.
Mhm.
So, roll advantage. That's going to be a 19.
19 hits him.
All right.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That is going to be rolling a d8. That's gonna be oof.
Does Zephyr Strike just stay up now?
Yeah.
That's just so weird
it-
because
Yeah, but it doesn't do the extra damage every hit.
you have
Oh,
to
does it?
re-up it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's once. So you get advantage once on your very first attack that you make with Zephyr Strike, and then on that hit, if you hit, it does an extra d8 of damage.
Well,
It doesn't refresh every turn.
It doesn't
if
that-
you
that's a-
recast it,
Yes.
then it
Yes.
would work again. But you
It's-
didn't
okay.
recast it as far as I
Okay,
heard.
never mind.
It is
Ignore
once before the
that.
spell ends. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, ignore that then.
Yeah, I did
So-
a ranger as my very first character, and the Zephyr Strike
Yeah.
versus Hunter's Mark debate was one that I had to deal with a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do
Ignore
8 damage to him. Unfortunately, I'm gonna activate an ability.
God damn it.
Blood Arrow Retaliation. When dealing damage to the target, that he can basically use his reaction, and basically as you're slashing him, cutting him open, you watch as the blood that comes out of his shoulder starts forming an arrow, and then starts to travel towards you.
Okay.
Dang, so he fires a blood arrow from his wound.
Yeah, he fires a blood arrow from his wound, and it ignores the normal rule of ranged weapon disadvantage.
Okay.
So
Okay, go to hit. 26
Oh.
on that.
so close to a nat 20.
Oh
Jeez.
man.
26 on that.
6 damage.
6. Bang.
All right. Now, here's the interesting thing. The blood effect stacks now with 2 wounds.
Oh no.
So
yeah.
I'm taking 4.
You take 4 at the start of your next turn.
Rolling con.
Dang.
23, not 20. Yeah. Knowing that, still going to attack him. I'm going to attack him a second time with my other Nichirin blades.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get advantage because I have Vex.
Yep.
So this one actually has advantage. And that is a 24.
Yep. Roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you only. Do you get some damage cut off? I don't know if you.
10 piercing. But I'm also stacking using my Drake's reaction to add acid.
Yeah. You have the one thing that lets you do. Can you add like your damage modifier?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 2 weapon fighting.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. And yeah, you're adding the thing. So is that total of 18 damage there?
I don't know if am I adding my force damage as well for the Nichirin blade as well?
Yeah, any attack with the Nichirin blades.
Okay, yeah, then
Yep.
yeah, that's 14 plus 4, so 18 in total.
Hold on, I think we did say that for bonus action attacks, any Nichirin bonus doesn't apply. Just to keep it consistent across all
Oh, okay,
characters.
okay, yeah, because of we did make that rule set only because there were
yeah,
certain
the
things.
D4 bonus from Nichirin weapons only applies to your action attacks and not your bonus action attacks.
Okay. Yeah, I remember why we made that because of monks. It could like scale really badly.
Yeah.
Later down the line. And
Oh yeah,
especially
they
like
just don't get any bonus action damage.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. With that, so just 14 there. That's still good damage.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did that.
Alright. Yep, that is your turn there. And I think it is Shiro's turn now, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna say, stop running, and I will go ahead and draw another small cut across my arm, and a chain of this mercury blood is going to reach out, launching out of me. I'm going to use Blood Curse of Binding. Give me a strength save, please.
Yeah.
Question. Before you fully do that, are you amplifying it?
I am amplifying it, yes.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll damage on
Take
yourself.
A little damage, yeah. Let's see. Where is it at? Features, traits. Blood Maledict. Here we go. Yeah, I take a D4 necrotic, which can't be reduced. So I take 2 points of damage.
He doesn't have advantage, so it's just 7.
All right, so his speed is reduced to 0 as he's wrapped up in these bloody chains,
Okay.
and he cannot take reactions.
And he's going to have to
And he's
repeat the save at the end of every turn.
Yes, he repeats the save at the end of his turns. And then I'm going to move up, and I'm going to take a swing with my Nutrien double-bladed scimitar.
Gotcha.
I don't have a bonus action anyway, so no reason to take a regular tag action. I'm going to cast True Strike and use my intelligence to make this attack instead of my dexterity. So I'm going to get a +2 on whatever this is.
Okay.
I'll just display that real quick, I guess. $22 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
All right, I'm going to be dealing some radiant damage. Does that modify the damage at all? Like, is he
No.
resistant or vulnerable? Okay, then I'm just going to
No.
roll this as a crit for speed. 15 points of Nichirin slashing and radiant damage.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're.
That's my turn.
Yeah, as you do like that, you like take off like one of his legs with that swipe too.
Hell yeah.
I'm just also reading that spell a little bit there.
Not a spell, actually. Just a
No,
blood
the
maledict.
blood curse.
Yeah, not a spell. Requires no concentration. He just has to
Okay.
save at the end of each of his turns.
Yep.
For a minute.
Yeah, and it's just his speed reduced to 0. Okay, that's it.
Speed reduced to 0. Yeah, he's not restrained, just speed reduced to 0 and can't use reactions.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. It is.
So no more- No more arrow shooting wounds from this guy.
Yep. Cassius, you're up.
Oh, this stupid demon is hard to hit. And I'll try once more to hit him with my staff. And I'll be doing so at disadvantage again, correct?
Yep.
You just gotta light a torch, then you're at a then
Okay,
you're straight
okay.
the whole time.
It's a 15 plus 1 is a 16.
16 hits.
Let's go. All right. Then he's going to. Oh shit. Oh, that's annoying. All right, I don't get my sneak attack because I had disadvantage on the attack. Annoying, but manageable. Still really good damage. It would have been so much better if I had sneak attack.
Oh,
It is 13 points of bludgeoning, or 12 points of bludgeoning, 1 of thunder. And it has the topple property, so I need him to make a. What is it? His con? Yeah, can he make a con save
Yep.
or be knocked prone? Yeah, an 18
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah. As you go to try to topple him, he's able to stay up, but you notice that your force is enough to take off one of his legs. As you try to topple him, you just swing down with all your might, almost cutting off his leg. Or at least shattering it in your case. As he goes, "Ugh! Ugh." And now you've got his attention now.
All right, then I'm going to do a flurry of blows.
All right.
We'll see how this goes. We'll do flurry of blows. Oh, I forgot to do disadvantage on that.
Yep.
Okay, then based off of the 12, I get my 13.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, all right. Well, I still have another one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, it's
so
not a nat one.
bad,
It's not a
man.
nat one. It's not a nat one.
we're not hitting Anna this time.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've still missed 4 out of the 5 attacks that I've had against this guy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And he succeeded the only thing that would have saved me, which is toppling.
I mean, you kind of got him hopping on one leg now. I mean,
Oh, I mean, it doesn't change his armor class, so it doesn't really do a whole lot for me.
yeah, I get you though. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll just go. It's so annoying. But I'll kind of go into a, obviously not a defensive stance because I use my bonus action, but I'm ready to defend if he tries to attack me.
All right. It is his turn. He's gonna get some HP back here,
Okay.
as he's going to regenerate some.
Mm-hmm.
And as he does so, he's not liking this fight as much anymore, as he's gonna use his Black Mist ability.
Oh.
He's gonna back off for a bit.
Okay.
I think, is it this?
Mm,
Do I need
yeah,
to
that's
move him over? Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, that was right.
And he's gonna try and get some distance a little bit here. So
All right.
so I see where. Actually, you know what? Before I do anything, before I teleport, I'm gonna take 2 strikes at you guys before I do all that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make one. Yamlet,
Are you sure you want to do that?
Did you reckless attack before you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. It's tempted. No, you took off one of his legs. Of course you're gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take 1 attack at Yenilith and 1 attack at Cassius.
Okay.
Yenilith, that's the advantage, and then Cassius, you got a 7.
Oh no,
so he doesn't hit.
that
Yeah.
horribly
Yeah,
fails.
21
That's
to
good.
you. Yep.
Yep. I'll take it.
which is 5.
So 2.
Reduced to 2.
Yep.
And with his regeneration, he grows back his leg as he kind of like goes off to like he goes off running. He wants to try and escape as much as possible for a little bit of time.
Okay.
He wants some
Oh,
HP
actually-
back.
You, never mind. That would be metagaming because I know what you want to do.
Yeah. You're good.
I could have had Yanlith run 30 feet in that direction, and been able to catch him, but that would be
No, it's
using
okay.
out of
Yeah.
your knowledge. So
It's
Yeah,
all
you
right.
don't know what I'm wanting then.
yeah, I don't know what
You
he
wouldn't have
wants to
known
do.
what
I
direction
didn't
was
know that
going
he wanted
forward
to go.
before,
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
know he wanted
Yeah,
to go.
he
Gotcha.
was looking to kind of hurt there, and he's like he's backing off a while. He wants some HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, demons be demons.
Mhm.
It is Yanal's turn.
Okay, I am going to move about 15 feet,
Yep.
and I'm going to use my third form. I'm going to sharpen my sword, and I'm going to throw it at
Yes.
him with steel rebar.
Oh,
So
yeah, that.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I cannot do this recklessly because it's a thrown weapon. So,
I think
Actually,
you can.
now.
with
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
you can.
2024 rules.
As long as you use your strength.
oh, in the 2024
your-
rule. Okay.
In
Yeah.
the 2024 rules now, that's what makes barbarians even better.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, I'll go ahead and roll here. So is it
Unfortunately,
just
makes
considered
giant
as?
barbarians not quite so useful?
So is it? So does it just still mean it's a straight roll?
It's a straight roll. Yeah.
Okay. So never mind. Okay. So I'll still do it. That. Oh no. That's a 10.
Unfortunately, like
Oh yeah, you can't hit
Oh.
the 15, the D4.
No, I cannot.
yeah. Unfortunately, like you get close, but like it like lands in between like his legs. Like he goes, "Oh, close one."
And then I will go ahead. Yeah, she's just just yelling explicitives and
Like you hear beep 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 beep, like in the background.
wait, why is it not? It doesn't want me to move. Okay, there we go.
We're ancient it.
Another 15 feet. Yeah, another 15 feet. I'm racing after her. Racing after it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just put a little sword right there, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Right. And then yeah, that'll be. I think that'll be my turn. A quick question before that, actually. I think my rage stays on a little bit as per
Yes,
2024, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool beans. That's me.
All right, Archer Boy. You kind of got him locked down right now, guys, and he doesn't like that whole thing, and he can't really move. So he is going to go ahead and go, I've already got one of you weak. So he's going to take the ranged attack action at Griff. He is going to obviously roll with disadvantage. So I'm just going to
Nice.
keep it on advantage, but we take the lowest roll, obviously. But he's gonna fire at Griff, see if he can't get more stacks. So 11.
Miss.
Yep. The second attack, 12. Yep, misses.
Just like-
Yep. So what save do I need to make?
Strength save at the end of his turn.
Strength save.
DC 15.
Oof. Yeah. No.
Ooh!
Yeah. No. He is not
Blood
strength
magic's
boy.
too strong.
He not strength boy.
Yale.
Yeah, and as he goes like, "What demon art is this?" Demon art is this.
All right. I take 4 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Rolling con. Not advantage.
And remind me,
Yeah, I
it is
see.
he reactions are sealed right now for him, correct?
They are. He cannot take any reactions.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to swing at him with my first attack.
Gotcha.
That's going to be 17.
17 is going to hit him.
Okay. That is going to be. That's going to be 9.
Gotcha.
And you know what? fudge it, I'm also gonna add the acid to this one as well. Reaction acid. And
We
it's
command
gonna
him
be
Draconis this turn.
no, I'm going to attack. Draconis is pure support. Like this. He's better. Yeah, he's better to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, with that, you watch
he's
like you
good.
kind of come in with this swipe as he's starting to get his health low. As you cut off one of his arms, as he almost kind of like tries to like pull back his bow to like deflect it with his own attack, but you cut off the arm he uses to fire.
Yep. Second attack, I get advantage. That is going to be dirty 20.
Yep, that hits.
All right. Just click that. That's going to be 9.
Yep.
All
9
right.
damage. How do you want to kill the archer?
Let's go.
Dude, like as I'm like slicing into him, like I'm going in, I do a jab into his torso, bring the other arm up and slash at his head, cutting it into multiple slices.
He and as you do so, he like looks to Dudaro and he goes, "Why didn't you protect me?" As he's like kind of like his head like rolls to the ground and his own body kind of collapses afterwards. He starts to just disintegrate on the ground now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And the
Yep.
silvery chains fall to the ground and in a pool of a bit of blood.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I look at Shiro, give a nod. Let's take out the other one.
Well done.
And turn around, and I'm going to move. Yeah, I'm going to move over here. He's going to move to here.
Yep.
Kind of almost Naruto running or Wolverine running.
Gotcha. Shiro, you're up.
All right. He did say prone would be best. I'm going to move my 30 feet that I can. Let me double check the wording on this, actually. I think. Yeah, it's just my choice. Let's see what I can do here. Actually can't reach him just yet. I'm going to move up 30. He can't move unless he teleports with that sword. Right? The steel
sword didn't hit
rebar
him.
reaches his...
The sword's
Oh,
in
it
the
missed.
ground.
It
No.
missed. Yeah, it missed.
Oh, I thought you hit. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Let's see if we can help. You know what I'm going to do, actually? Yeah. Just kind of lame, but I'm going to help out our monk. And I'm going to, instead of attacking, I'm going to, like, toss my swords up into the air above me so that I can take a torch out of my pack and I'm going to light it with the silver flame on my swords. If we can say that lights a fire, or I can use my tinderbox if you want to be lame.
Yeah, no, I like that. So like as you kind of like throw it upwards, you kind of catch your sword as it like comes down. No, you don't even catch your sword. You're pulling it out as like the blade kind of runs along the torch as you pull it out, almost just like self-striking it against the blade. As you're like catch like your blade, it lights the torches already lit. Holding it, casting bright light in the area. So this technically, he's lost his ability to be hazy.
Now I've got some firelight.
Yeah.
Oh, big dub. All right.
Hey, we did good. We're doing good. Like do I still have that demon blood art
This is the
activated
kind
on me?
of the bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Question.
do.
Okay.
Because
it doesn't die when he goes.
What it does. So to explain like what the demon art does, it coagulates your blood. Not sorry, it's the opposite of coagulating.
It thins my
Coagulating is
blood.
yeah, it thins your blood basically, so it doesn't let you build up. So basically, to close the wound, it keeps trying to just bleed you out. So it's already done that to your blood. It's going to continue to happen. You need medical attention to get that to stop.
I have a question. It looked like, and I could be wrong, I may have missed it. Yanolitha rolled a medicine check before attacking. Is it like an action to do that?
It's a bonus
Is it free
action. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
This guy wanted to be greedy.
He's just been double attacking this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, I'm tired of the blood. I'm gonna go.
If it's a bonus action, can I instead then move? I think it was here. Can I move to here and use my bonus action to try and tend to his wound?
I will allow it.
Okay, I'll try a medicine check.
You're
You
great
got
at
this.
these.
I'm not great at these. I'm okay.
You technically have advantage because
We
it's a
got a
wisdom save.
21, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You're anime protagonist, bro.
True.
Yeah.
You got
This
But
is
it's
the
also-
big brain
that's
shit
also
that Shiro's supposed to
wisdom.
be good at.
Yeah.
Well, also advantage. You crit fish.
Advantage for what?
For
What's
what?
our
It's
advantage?
medicine. It's medicine.
It's medicine. It's wisdom, dude. You have intelligence and wisdom check.
Yeah, but what would a crit
Specifically
do?
investigation and insight, not all of them.
What is it?
Yeah.
For my racial trait.
Yeah.
All
But,
right. So yeah, I've lit up the area. I've stopped his bleeding. That's my
you
turn.
did everything. As for Cassius, you're up.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find the line, the one that gets me the most possible damage. But I don't know. I think I just gotta settle. Yeah, we move. Step of the Wind, free form. Uses up my bonus action, gives me 80 feet of movement speed. Easily get over there. And now I'm going to be able to attack normally. Thank God. That's so good. And it's still going to be shit, probably. It's not.
Let's go topple this
We
guy.
know,
hits.
we know a 16 hits.
Yeah.
If one of you was 5 feet closer, I'd actually be able to get my sneak attack.
Yeah, sorry. I moved as
Which
far
is
as I could.
really sad. I'm going to roll a 6 on this sneak attack, too. I can feel it. It's not. It's a 4.
Just
Oh,
use
the
the
damage
sword.
was
The sword.
Not amazing.
8 damage.
I
Wasn't
was-
bad.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
it is 8
holding-
damage.
You can do
still-
you can do your sneak attack with my
But, like,
sword. You know what I mean,
as you,
my
like,
Sword,
kinda
that's an
get-
ally. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
the
hands
sword
were
is
on the
pretty
sword.
menacing, man. It's
Yeah,
pretty
but as you
menacing. It's
kinda-
an ally.
As
Yeah,
you
my
kind of
hands
like
touch the
come in,
sword.
you manage to like you kind of go for the neck as he kind of like sees it coming though. He has to raise up one of his arms, but then you like blow off that arm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Roll for topple, please. Let's go.
yeah, please.
Get advantage for the
Constitution saving
next
throw,
one.
please.
Con, right?
Con save. That fails.
Yep, that fails as a six.
Yeah, he is on the ground, and so I just kind of put my my left foot on the on his left arm, I guess, and just go. Oh, you're not so tough if you can turn into myth, right?
Please, wait. Wait. We can talk this out. We can discuss this like civilized people.
And by all means, talk away.
Um,
I'm gonna give.
uh,
I'm gonna kind of like subtly nod my eyes to these two lovely gentlemen over here to close in. But yeah, if he wants to talk, he can go ahead and talk.
yeah. As he's like, yeah, we could definitely talk. As are you just gonna let him talk?
I think he's out
If
of
he
action.
takes his turn, absolutely, yeah. This is that's been my
Yeah.
turn. I used my bonus action and my action.
Okay. You notice him starting to regenerate a little bit, and he goes, "Yes, I would love to talk. I would. I'd like to just say I'm sorry for killing all of your Demon Slayer friends. They tasted delicious, by the way, but that's a side point. And,
Delicious, really. That's besides the point.
yeah. You know, it's you know, they but what brings you to this wonderful wisteria forest?
Oh, the smell of burning was just something that we couldn't resist coming to check out.
Oh, really? You know, I have a friend that does that.
Hmm. Yes, so we've heard.
You know, he's
Does he burn the wisteria?
Oh, yes, that's exactly what he does. He does burn the wisteria a little bit. And he kind of like, he didn't necessarily burn it. He almost like,
Decayed it.
not decaying either. What's the right word for it? It's like smothering a tree with heat.
He immolated it.
No, it wasn't burning. It's almost like as if a tree was suddenly dropped in the middle of a desert. It just dries up into like a husk of itself.
So he took all the nutrients and water out of it. He dehydrated it.
Yeah, he does stuff like that. Like there's this one guy in armor. He just waved his hand, and next thing you know, the armor started glowing orange.
Cool. Do you know why you're here? What are you here for?
Are we still in turn order, or can Yanolith move up and hit?
Everybody else.
I'm waiting on one of you to move
Everybody's free actioning because he's trying to regain his hit points at this point.
If
I don't wanna let him
He's moving
move,
forward, because I tried to motion for one of you to move forward. As soon as you do, I'm smacking him again.
Yeah,
if
For the
anybody's
record-
allowing me to move, I'm moving to my sword and I'm taking a slice.
Yeah,
okay.
Shiro is very much of the mind of we don't negotiate with demons.
Yeah.
I'm moving to kill him as soon as possible. I
just
thought we were in
imagine
turn
like
order,
everybody's
so-
like on either side of him, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's also on the ground, so this comes at advantage. Yay!
So
Straight
here's
rolls.
the question:
25.
Who's the one that?
No,
first...
he's
No, he's in light.
Yeah, he's in light.
I've got a torch lit. You have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll damage there.
Yeah, hold on. So I get all of my stuff. That is a total of 13 points of damage. And then also considering I have advantage, I'm not gonna put this to waste. I'm gonna flurry of blows again.
All right.
Oh, that's a natural 20!
You.
There we
It was
go.
long
He only has
overdue.
2 HP left. Do it.
Finish him.
Alright.
Knife hand.
Yeah, so I kind of see him talking. I'm just like motioning with my head over to Shiro, who just takes a really long time to respond. And then he comes over. And then the guy's talking about like, oh yeah, the bright orange, and just like I drop my my solid staff straight into his neck, get half the way through, and then I just elbow in the other half with my Nichiren wraps and just smash the rest of his neck away from his body.
I'm
as
just
you-
gonna.
Oh,
Yeah, as you kind of like immediately like kill him, as like the body starts disappearing and like vanishing, you watch as like you have like this big demon corpse, and even the archer starting to really just deteriorate and starting to just fade away. Shiro, suddenly your torch just snuffs out
Oh.
as it's brought back to the dim moonlight, and you hear pitter pattering of feet. Well. It looks
Crap.
like you've taken care of them, and you've done oh so well to do so. With that, it seems like I owe you something of a treat, of a dance of sorts. Putting it back to the battle map, as a individual has now stepped foot out of the temple, and in his left hand, he seems to be holding, in a scabbard, what looks to be a katana.
All right, ready for round 2, everyone?
Yeah,
Careful,
So
this
you're
one
the
is the
demon
one
with
that
the-
brings the heat.
we got this. We can do it.
So you're the demon with the flaming blood art.
I am the Heat Demon. As for my real name, you're not worthy to have it.
Yeah.
I suggest we part ways, Demon Slayers. And he's gonna like hold up the sword and he kind of like draws it. As you see like what looks to be like a reddish and orange nitrine blade. I have what I wanted.
You're not taking that.
Oh?
Can't let you take one of our comrades' blades.
If we ever want to be demon slayers, I don't think that we would ever let a demon walk away free. And I'll
Especially with
get into a stance and just re-up my my favorable wind.
one of our weapons.
I see. It is quite sad to hear that. You all look so promising. It's sad that your time has to be cut short then. With that, do we want to re-up initiative or just want me to roll for his initiative?
I'm fine with either. I get a benefit from staying at a 22, and I get a benefit from rolling initiative. So
All right. Let me make sure
I am fine with
have-
either one.
Have something here.
Selfishly, I want to re-roll because I rolled really poorly. But
Yeah,
that's
same,
DM call.
same,
That's
same.
DM call.
But I will say we were free actioning, so I think
Yeah, that kind of seemed like initiative was over at that point, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so let's re-up it here.
Yeah, it does make sense. All right, then at that point, then I'm gonna use my uncanny metabolism. I get all my focus points back. So I'm back at my focus point cap, and then good roll. Not great, but it's fine.
I got a 20. I got a 20.
Nice, nice. 19. Hell yeah.
Honestly, I'm
Oof,
okay
just
with
need it.
not being in the front because I get sneak attack.
Yeah, there you go.
So having somebody else go before me and get
Right.
to him first, who might argue?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm last! What the hell?
I mean, you did
Hey,
roll a
I
9.
mean, it balanced out.
Hey, you got your focus points back.
I did get my focus points back. Yeah.
Trade offs.
Okay.
We got this. We got this.
How's everyone's HP looking?
Not too bad. 21 out of 35.
I'm at 16 out of 31.
25 out of 28. All self-inflicted damage.
What a change of fortune! Look at me being the one that's at max HP, while all of you losers have taken damage.
Look, I was doing my thing. I'm hunting demons. I'm going after demons. I saw the one that was raised. He was a bad guy. Had to get him. Sorry.
Don't you get a lisp like my character? It's kind of loud.
That was just me being like, I'm just doing what my character would do.
Where's Zero?
Is he waiting on me
I
to
think
do
DM's
stuff?
just listening.
Yeah. I'm waiting on you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't really use any of my points, so I'm gonna use 2 of my points. And I'm going to do my beholder eyes. Arms kind of like crack and like position out forward, almost like eye stalks appear. Another eye stalk basically in my face, like a visage of a beholder appears, and I fire 3 beams at him.
All right.
There's the first roll. That's a 20 dirty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Only 2d6. So that's going to be not 12. That's only going to be
That's 8.
only good.
2 and
yeah,
6 were the first 2 rolls.
Yeah, it's only going to be 8.
I messed up
Uh,
making that and added his modifier. I got to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah. So rolling again, that's going to be 21.
Yep, that hits.
Rolling. Yeah. That's gonna only be a
7.
Yeah, you can switch
7,
back
yeah.
to battle music now if you want. Voice.
All right.
And last roll is gonna be a 24.
Jesus, good rolls.
Dang, man.
And then
Going
that's
hot.
gonna be another 8. Just as like these force blasts just hit him like right in the hit him like near where his neck is. I'm trying to aim for like that, but it's like hitting in the torso area.
And as like you hit him, he kind of smiles, and he goes, "Better than I thought." Really?
Yeah,
And
I got him.
yep. With that though, is that the end of your turn?
Bonus action. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Hunter's Mark as well.
Okay.
Oh, do that first. Do that
You
first.
should've done that first.
I should have. Dude, I forget. I forget
yeah,
that is supposed to be first.
All right.
Oh, actually, you know what? That brings up an interesting point that I don't know if we've gotten into. Can somebody cast a leveled spell and a
That technique.
yeah,
I
technique
don't
on the
think
same turn?
so, because that's it's a little bit like it's double dipping.
This is our technique point system is a weird homebrew. For 2024 rules, the rule as written is not an action bonus action thing anymore like it used to be. It's you can cast one spell that requires a spell slot and one spell that does not require a spell slot per turn.
Yeah, and with our breathing styles being based on spells of the same level as the amount
And
of
expending
points,
points, yeah.
then
Yeah.
it would be like being able to cast a second level and a
Yeah,
first
that's
level
what I'm
spell.
saying. It's double
Or actually,
dipping.
you know what? No, he is a ranger who is able to do that for free a certain number of times per day. So he can
Oh
do it
yeah,
anyways.
do you have a free cast?
Yeah, he
Free
does.
cast?
He's a
Yeah,
ranger in 2024.
Yeah, that's why I was able to do it as bonus action. That's my bonus action free cast.
Yeah, good we had the conversation, but he can do it anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Draconis can move on his own. He's moving back towards us.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Put us in perfect fireball position, please.
Wait, I'll move him. Oh, wait. He was over here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Oh my God. Let me. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have him move kind of over here. There we go. Kind of move over there. Just keeping everybody in the aura.
All right.
So that if he runs at us, he's
I'm assuming our favorable winds buff is gone because it's a minute, right?
No, I re-upped it like maybe 10 seconds before combat started.
Okay.
oh
Hell yeah.
All right. Liam.
Yep.
He's using a legendary action.
Oh,
afraid of
oh
that.
no!
No.
Gosh!
He's shooting at you.
oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, no!
Damage on a legendary action?
Oh man.
Good.
You watch him as he
But
like
Jesus.
he holds out like his palm as like a bit of like you hear like some crackling before fire emerges and shoots it straight at you, hitting you in the chest for 14 fire damage.
I'm down to 2 now.
Guys, I think this might be the boss that the Haze Demon was talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Mr. Shiro, you're up.
Okay. Is there... This is silly, but I'm curious if it's even possible. Is it possible for me to like gauge the power of a demon by looking at them? Like,
Yeah. Roll. I think that Tanjiro had smells, Zenitsu had like stupid good hearing. I'll say you have that with Arcana. You have
Okay.
something that magically can incline. Also, can I get more boss
Main
music voice?
character.
we have any more intense combat music?
Yeah.
I will. I don't know if we have that yet.
No. All right. Well, you know what? No, I can do it. No, actually, I got it. Yep, it's coming.
Is that going to be? Is the Arcana going to be free, or is that a utilize?
I say it's free for you. I'd say
Okay.
it's like your object interaction for that turn.
Beautiful. I have advantage on Arcana with demons. Here we go. Nat 20 for 27?
You can
To
heavily
gauge his
tell.
power level?
You can definitely tell you guys are not ready for this demon. This guy is probably like those two combined don't even kind of really come close to touching this guy's power. This guy is kind of a step above. Even if you put both of those demons you just fought, which are a step above normal demons, he's like another 2 steps above them.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Shiro did say we can't let you leave with one of our comrades' weapons, but then this guy, he can maybe sense the intense blood magic coming off his aura, whatever you want to call it, and sees that blood flame bolt fly, and you see him almost freeze up and say, "We can't fight him. We need to go." And I'm gonna reach for Griff. We're leaving. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
as
cast.
soon as you reach reaction, he just grabs you and is like, go. Like
Yep.
he can tell just by getting hit with that. He's like, go.
Moonlit Walk, we're going 90 feet away.
Yep.
Oh.
Like off the map, basically. Back
Are
south
you
the way we came.
Are you serious? Really? We're running away from a fight?
Yes! I
Come on.
scream.
Ah, come on!
That's my action. So move us both. I'm yelling back, "We do not stand a chance! Run!" And then I'm gonna move my 30 feet, so that's 120 feet total.
Okay.
I don't have a decent bonus action. Hold on. Let me see if I can change the order of things a little bit here, because I'm remembering things that I can do. Is he 60 feet away?
Yeah.
Let me double check the range on my Blood Curse of Binding. Bonus action within 30 feet. Never mind. No, wait, hold on. Binding. Yeah, 30 feet. Okay, I don't have the range. Yeah, I'm not moving closer to do that. So I'm moving 120 feet away. Griff is 90 feet away from where I was.
Okay,
We're both
yeah.
off the map, technically, with just the space we have to work with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just like, I can resummon Draconis.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Nikos, where did that invigorating power go? Where did that confidence go? Where did that
Confidence.
bravado go? As he kind of like looks to basically the rats scurrying away. He's going to you watch him as he starts to get like almost like heat underneath of his feet. Almost before you almost watch as like fire jumps from his feet and he hovers and flies into the air before moving 90 feet and landing in between Yenilith, Cassidy, and basically the split up group.
Okay.
That's a problem.
Oh, shit.
Nico's already just abandoning your allies, just like that. And he looks to the two in front of him here. Are you still willing to participate?
Don't worry about them. Focus, eyes on me. Egghead.
But the spirit that you have, and he'll just raise a palm to shoot his own blood flame bolt at you.
Okay. Okay. Yep, that'll do it.
It's 13 damage to you, Yenilith.
All right, so half, if any.
But
You
it's
don't
fire
you don't
damage.
have fire damage.
Yep, just checking. That's why I said if any.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, so full 13. Yikes! I'm at 8.
Yep.
Yep.
And he looks to you, Cassius, as he holds his palm at you. 24.
Oof.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Better.
And 10 points
I'm-
of damage as it slams into your chest.
Yeah, that's rough.
Can you deflect that?
Not yet.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. I feel like we need
Besides,
dread
it's
music
fire
now.
damage. I
This is too
wouldn't be able
happy.
to deflect that. I'm not able to deflect fire until like 13.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
That's right.
uh,
Deflect energy.
Yep.
I'm sorry, boys.
it's fine. We'll be okay. I believe.
Just
Oh
get
wait,
outta
you've
there.
got your reaction, right?
Hmm,
Can you
not on
do some
myself.
movement?
Oh, yeah, actually, you know what I could do? So the thing is, first of all, I wouldn't have. Actually, let's first establish. First of all, the reaction thing that we had, my slipstream. I think we'd established that if somebody else was within range, they could redirect their attack at them. We forgot that the first time around.
Okay.
Now, how
I
does
don't
that
think we
work?
did. We thought that out. But I think to
But
avoid
we-
the attack, you have to leave its range anyway, right? And this is a pretty long range
Yes.
attack. So he would still target the same creature, and it would still probably hit
Yeah.
because he's got crazy
Yeah,
range.
you know what? That's probably fair. I'll try to have. I'll give the slipstream to Yanalith, and Yanalith can move 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
You do not provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So even if Yanalith is just hard-headed enough to close the distance, you can at least move.
So I could just move 30 feet freely.
Or
It's not
everyone.
like a.
30
Yeah.
feet in
okay.
any direction.
Yeah, and that's in reaction to you having an attack made against you. So
Okay, so I can move right now. That's what you're saying.
right now.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, display that ability if you would.
Yeah, sure.
No, why is it? Stop it.
It's...
There we go.
Oh, it doesn't even have any. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah,
Check
it doesn't have
your
a display in VTT feature.
It doesn't?
Ah,
Mine does. That's so weird.
dang it.
Oh.
Actually,
Yeah. What you got?
Do you have Beyond 20, right? Maybe. Okay.
I need to make a roll.
Okay.
Damn it. I hate it. Yanalith
explain
grits her
for everything
teeth
else.
and growls frustratedly as she begins to run.
I can do that maybe.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
it just didn't have a display in VTT button.
Yeah, she's running. She's running away. Much to her frustration. Anything else that he
Alright.
does?
Yep. That's Yenalith's turn. It's Cassius.
Oh wait, it's
No,
mine.
Yanos hasn't taken her turn yet. That's Cass's
yeah, it
reaction.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was my
it's
reaction.
okay.
And
You can still
move.
I guess as like it comes to your turn, Cassius, he goes, "Is that really the wise decision?"
Wait, you said Cassius?
Sorry for Yanalith. Yanalith, as you like run past him, he and it's like comes to your turn. He goes, "Is that really the most wise decision to run?"
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. Shoot! I don't understand why it's not doing this. I'm gonna move an extra 30 feet. I will not action dash. Instead, oh wait! Oh my gosh! I have to. There we go. I will stay right as I'm running. I spin around and throw one of my javelins.
All right.
I have 3 now, so I'll use number 4 and throw. Here we go. No, what is that? Is that an 18?
Yeah.
18.
Is that
Yep.
18 plus
Plus
D4
D4?
or okay?
Yep.
Yeah. The
Got it.
18 hits.
Okay, fantastic. So 19, fantastic. Javelin just taking one from behind and just launching it at him. So he takes 7 points of damage, and then I will run away as I'm patty enough to at least try to take one more jab at him.
Can
with the
you?
javelin.
I don't know if you want to, but we got a whole bunch of new homebrew abilities. Can you steal rebar with a javelin?
That's a good question. Would I be able to do that?
I did
It's
it
it's
specifically
the way of the
for
great
the
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would make
Just
more
checking.
sense. It's a good idea though. But so yeah, I'm running. I just throw my javelin straight towards his chest. If it has much impact, I'm just unleashing some of my
you watch as
anger.
like the javelin kind of goes into like his hand and into his shoulder, but like he's not really all that phased as like he just like kind of just like pulls it out.
Non-nutrient weapons.
She just growls and grits her teeth as she continues to run, just kind of limping a little bit, just still on that 8 HP. But so yeah, she's running away. That's her turn.
Gotcha. Cassius.
Okay. Let's do a little bit of quick measuring first. Yeah, cool. So I am going to I'm gonna do a 6th form forceful gale. I'm gonna take my staff in my hand and I'm going to spin it really fast, just creating this big effectively this gigantic fan that is going to force the demon hopefully here, give me a second. It's gonna be no, that's not right. Not breath beam. There we go. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
So I do need the demon to make a DC 14 strength save.
Yeah, so 15.
Okay. It still is going to take 4 points of, I believe, slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
However, the reason that I did that was I am going to use my focus point to boost a step of the wind, and it lays down a lingering. Yeah, it lays down a lingering line for me. Here, I'm gonna post this real quick just to make it easier for everyone. There we go. All right, so it lays down a lingering line for me to run along, and in this 30 feet that I'm running, I do not, or actually, it is half movement. So that is only 15 feet of movement for me to run along that line. It lingers, so Draconis, if he ever joins this line, then Draconis is also going to only take that 15 feet. There's a little bit of leeway on either side. It's like 5 feet on either side, so that's
Cool.
yeah, it's like a 10-foot wide beam.
Yep.
So that is 15 feet, and I'm using my dash and disengage, so I've still got 65 feet to go, at which point I will make it well off of the screen.
Yeah.
Leaving Yanolith to perish.
Which, I mean,
Nope.
with Shiro and Griff, are they there or are they off the screen too?
They're off the screen, but I will say this: I would have, if I could have, if it comes to my turn. I'm still connected to Draconis. I would have told Draconis, hold him back.
Okay. With
Shiro was like here.
yeah, Griff would have been there. So really, you, Junk, Gray, and Fenrir will basically all be in the same area.
Oh, actually, you know what? For the final bit of my movement, which is probably about like 20 feet, I grab Yanolith as I run past, and I drag her 10 feet, so she's with me.
Which is very easy to do because I am essentially weak as a slice of bread. So yeah.
So as you guys all basically kind of like are now running in a pack, he watches as you all start running, and he smiles. Run so far away, demon slayers. And here I thought you had promise. You did take 2 of the pathetic ones. But do not worry. I will give you a merciless death. As he holds up his hand, the firebolt growing larger. I'm sure you're all familiar with this spell.
Could I have had Draconis run at him and attack him?
I mean, that's... I'm legendary actioning.
Okay, he's legendary. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I don't
Okay.
think I have to- But you watch as the fireball starts ascending to you guys. As you can only imagine the damage this thing is about to cause to the party. This is just for, you know, I mean, it's 8d6. So damage wise, that.
Yeah, that'll drop me if I fail.
I think that drops
That'll-
everybody really.
All of us.
It'll drop me if
Fail.
I succeed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But you watch as the ball of fire comes. What flashes through your guys' minds as this is probably going to be it? I'll start
Just-
with you, Fenrir.
Just pissed. My mind flashes to when I was younger, finding Draconis, raising with him, and being basically alone for a good portion of my life, finding the demon that attacked me, like finding the demon and finding that family, finding out about the demons and all that, and wanting to stop atrocities like that happening again, and being angry that I couldn't do it here.
For Yenilith, what's going through her mind?
Just anger, just absolute, just frustration. She's just screaming at herself inside of her head.
This is not how I wanted to die. Running like a coward. A coward!
She's just doing what she can, but at the same time, she's going against her nature, and it does not feel good. It's not feel good.
Cassius.
Cassius is kind of seeing this ball of death descending upon him and the group. It's kind of sadness. He's sad that he's not going to be able to see Charles again, one of the only people in this world that was willing to accept him as he was. Sad that these new people who helped him in a time when, you know, he would have been utterly screwed, that they are going down with him. Sad that there's so much more that could have been done by this group as a whole, or individually, and it's being cut short because we just weren't strong enough.
And Shiro.
It is utter, just absolute fear that not like this, it can't end here. I've trained for at least half my life. I'm 200 years old. I've lived among demon slayers and trained and studied for at least 100 years. For this day, this moment, I did everything right. I used my abilities and my intelligence to best the archer and help defeat the smoke demon. I recognized an unbeatable threat. In time, I should have been able to get away. And now all my potential is about to be snuffed out. before I ever get a chance to become the demon slayer I know I can be. It's fear for my life and fear and sadness at the imminent loss of what I believe is a lot of potential. I was going to be one of the best, like my ancestor before me. And it's about to be snuffed out.
You feel this dread come as like it slows for you all, as it sounds like there's just one word that could describe it. It's regret, animosity, the feeling of being powerless. As sure a lot of you, with a lot of your own stories, know a thing or two about that. And as the fireball closes in, some accepting what was to come, some fearing it, some wincing to maybe hope it ends in a matter of a moment, and some maybe hopeful of a chance to get rid of it. You hear a ringing in the forest, a gentle breeze that comes through and carries a single voice. And the words that flow are water wall. As you feel a torrent of water sprout up between you and the fireball, extinguishing it as a steam emerges over the battlefield. As you had not seen it, nor had you even been close to it. You don't know what happened. But now there is a woman standing in front of you. How she got there, you didn't know. Yeah.
Shit. Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's all right.
Oh, did that fit? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fantastic.
She goes, "Ooh, sorry, just a little bit late, and I can't have you barbecue them that fast." As standing in front of you is a woman that looks like this.
Hashira. Ooh, cutesy. Red? Is that you?
Cool.
As for some of you to recognize, this is
Oh.
Ruby, the nature Hashira.
I do know Ruby.
Okay.
Oh.
And as she kind of says that, she's stepping forth from the smoke. You watch as the flame demon kind of readies its arm, as suddenly its palm and its hand are cut free. As it loses an arm, flying up in slow motion, as a sword of bluish tint to it, with long wraps, pulled back, as it flies to the hand of its owner, the individual pointing its finger right at it. And he goes, "That's enough messing with my test subject. I mean, enough messing with my favorite pupil."
Oh.
As Charles, the science Hashira, has joined the battlefield.
Nice.
The demon still looking down at his once gone arm. You hear something bustling through the forest. As you hear just this giant voice just going, "Move over!" And you watch as almost like a lariated arm wrapping around the demon's neck, as it then throws it into the temple, all the way back.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Oh my
the
God.
battle map being weird. Sending the demon just crashing backwards into the temple as
80 feet.
a a individual also shows up as the final Hashira has appeared.
Oh wow.
Moo. Moo.
The name is Mao. Mao.
I saw
No.
Moo. I saw
And as the lightning-based Hashira slams the flame demon in, he goes, "That's it. You stand no chance now. You're utterly defeated."
I hate you.
No! I just
You don't
like,
get to say no, Mr. Moo.
no. Griff busts out laughing as he says that.
Yeah. But for like the tokens, as far as like where they look, I'll just drop them on the map here. So like he would have been like somewhere like right here. Ruby would have been right in front of you guys, and Charles would have been like out in this tree. As 3 of the Hashira have come to the rescue. You watch as the flame demon kind of steps up from the rubble a little bit, and he's almost looks like completely broken now. Just taking like 2 attacks from the Hashira. Still missing an arm, just slowly growing it back. And like looks like still part of his neck is broken from Mal's attack. And you see the Ruby turn to you guys and she goes, "Young demon slayers, are all of you alright?"
Like I'm injured as fuck. I think I'm the
Cavalry.
lowest that I've-
Is the cavalry coming? We turn around. Are we gonna fight?
Do not worry. My 2 friends already have this well under control.
Yeah, I do fist in hand and then bow to her. I say, "I take it that you must be Madame Ruby. Thank you so much. We appreciate."
Oh, thank you. You're so nice and kind. You must be Charles' student.
I am.
I let out a shrill whistle, if I can, and Draconis just starts bounding towards me.
She goes, "Oh, what a lovely Drake dog.
He's a lion.
What a lovely Drake lion."
Well, I thought it was a dog as well.
Can you not see the mane and the stripes? I kind of lean up against him, and like Draconis is probably the most worried out of all of you. And he's just looking up at me, just like, "Oh."
As
Shiro bows deeply and says, "Thank you."
and she kind of like just waves her hand. "Oh no, stop! Oh, stop! It's really nothing all that much. It was just a little bit of a spell." And she's
He's
like,
trying
you
to
see
get
her
a
like
sword.
squirming back and forth as she's just like kind of happy that she's getting like the praise. And she goes, "Charles, Mal, we should totally wrap this up." Yeah, and you see like Mal just kind of like crack his neck. "Yeah, that's right. I've got beef with this demon, and he's going down."
He's trying to take a hush.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I hate it.
It only
Yeah.
gets worse. It
He's
only
beef.
gets
Yeah.
worse.
He's beef.
He's
He's fucking beef, guys.
He
I didn't catch it.
is beef. Yes.
I love it. He's
Yeah.
doing the dad jokes that I can't do.
Yeah.
He's doing the dad jokes I can't do.
Yeah.
And I love
And you see the science Hashira Charles there. He goes, "You made us come all the way out here, leaving my important research. You have to die for that." As like you see both the Hashira like step in to deal with this threat. As the flame demon kind of stands up and he goes, "Well, I don't think I'm quite ready for you yet. But it's always good to know that I have friends who are willing to support me where I need to be." As he kind of like holds his hand to the sky, you start to hear almost like rumbling. And almost like something that looks like almost like reddish lightning appear in the sky. Before almost watching as a bolt of red lightning striking the ground right where the heat demon is before he vanishes.
I scream, no! Damn it! And I'm just gonna walk up to Ruby and just say, he took a weapon.
I'm
A
looking
weapon?
for it. Did he drop it when he got hit?
Did he?
The Nichirin sword, definitely not.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming not, but yeah, I had to look. I was like, please tell me he dropped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just say, he took a Nichirin weapon. They were after it.
What does a demon want with a Nichirin weapon?
Don't know.
Don't know, but it was it red and orange or black and orange?
It was red and orange.
He took a red and orange bladed Nichirin sword.
That's kind of curious. Well, we can discuss that later. We need to make sure that everyone is patched up now. We have many different demon slayers now coming in and rounding up, killing any of the demons left here, and we are getting you all back to safety. You're all so lucky that you even are alive and that I made it on time. If I had not seen those papers hanging up warning everybody to come to the temple, I don't think I would have made it on time.
I'm not there anymore. I am in front of my master Charles, and I am bowing to him for another time and saying, Charles Sensei, I'm so sorry. I have failed to. I'm not strong enough. And I'm going to wrap him in a hug.
I'll kill you later.
I'll kill you later. I am, like, with Draconis' help, I am going towards where we left the dude. I am moving that way. Like, I'm instinctually going that way to see if he's all right.
Shiro's fully, like, immediately after it was commented about the papers, saying that was our ally. Oh, I forgot your name. What's your name? Heck.
Cassius.
That was our ally Cassius's idea. It was quick thinking on his part.
And good thing you did. We also recovered what looked up like a beaten member there underneath the wisteria tree. Don't worry.
Found him.
He's already undergo. Charles already gave him a syringe, and you hear Charles in the distance go, "I'll kill him later too."
Good. At this point, and I'm just gonna, like, slap my hand on my chest, and I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself.
Gotcha.
So expending my last spell slot to Cure Wounds myself. That is a total of 13.
You
Nice.
also see something of like the Minotaur Hashira starting to walk up to you guys and goes, I'm glad you guys all made it. I'm surprised that you guys survived. I heard that there was really strong demons around here. Apparently there was 3 of them. I'm surprised any recruits are alive right now.
The only one that was... Yeah, I was gonna be like, the other 2 were weaker than that one. The one that...
No
The
bull.
one that you... As he says no bull, Griff just kind of, like, you see him, like, kind of doing, like, his entire
Stifle a
shoulders
laugh.
are... Yeah, he's stifling a laugh, like...
And like, if you guys want to roll insight into like that,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just cause.
Yeah, I
you
want to see how
guys
that
can
is.
honestly see from his face
Yeah,
all
18.
these jokes, all these metaphors are all unintentional. They're
I'm gonna say
all
to Charles.
unintentional.
I'm gonna say to Charles, I see why you don't like that one.
Yes, I don't. Yes, I don't.
Shiro is too serious to laugh at it. Also, is realizing, oh, he doesn't mean to do that. I'm not going to laugh and insult him. But I couldn't help laugh. That was funny.
You know.
Shiro doesn't laugh, but I do.
Yeah. You know, this is what I said. We do 50% serious story, and we do 50% goofy D&D fun.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to do here.
Nope. Well,
Shiro's uninjured enough. He's going into full explanation mode of like explaining. We managed to take out 2 strong, weaker demons than him. They each had a blood art.
Oh,
One fired arrows of blood, and the other
we got
seemed to be able
blood.
to turn into a mist or smoke.
Oh, that's well. We'll track them all down here. Don't you worry. For now, let's get you all patched up. Let's get you all rested. We can talk back at the village. All right.
What about the test?
Don't worry. You all pass with flying colors. Now, let's not milk this any longer. Let's go home.
I just start fucking giggling like a schoolgirl. Just
and with the muffled giggles and Charles saying, "I'll kill him later too." You all start to walk back to the Demon Slayer village as we close out for the night. As the second episode of the Demon Slayer campaign comes to an end.